let's hear it for the following sponsors of our program today.
All right, first things first. Let's turn that
Arena,
down
Ultimax.
a little. Good lord, that intro is loud. That song is really awesome. I like it. I love it. So, welcome back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, where I am a sad Dave today because I learned that you can actually just straight up get the story mode from Persona 4 Arena as DLC for this game for $5. I think I paid like $20 for the game. Damn it. Anyway, we're still on episode P4. Just making sure. Good. All right. So we were. Let's see here. We had figured out the enemy's objective, which is to carve off pieces of our personas, which is why we're super tired. You, Yosuke, and Chie are rushing up the tower. Naoto just met up with Labris, and they're rushing towards the tower. Rise figured out that she can fight, so she's rushing towards the tower to help. What else we got? We have Yukiko, Kanji, and Teddy heading towards the tower to help out everybody as well. So basically, everybody is heading towards the tower, and we are 50% done with the story here. So let's go. Forgot my phone stopped working. After Teddy's nose led us to the Yasugami High, we saw it looked like the practice building and barged on in. I don't know how long it's been since then. We've been wandering down every corner of the school through this damn red fog, looking for the stairs. We're slowly going higher, but...
Was your school always this big? I think I'm done for. Look, my legs are turning into twigs.
They were twigs to begin with. Quit your whining and get moving.
I know.
I know Ted's got a right to complain. There's no knowing when the enemy might attack, and having to stay on guard all the time is tiring us out. Even Yukiko-senpai's got a hard look on her face. Well, it makes sense. I mean, same goes for me, but these are her classmates we're talking about. Of course she's worried about them.
If school was always this big, I'd be late for class every day.
That's what you're worried about? Man, how the hell is this place hooked up?
Oh, could we try opening up a window and climb up the walls?
What are you thinking? Yuki-chan, that's against the rules.
Plus, we patched that out in the P1 Grand Prix. Suddenly, the TV on the ceiling on Suddenly, the TV on the ceiling turns on, and that weird Ted comes up on it. I don't really get this guy's deal. Can I just assume he's a fake Ted and leave it at that?
Huh? The imposter's showing its face again. If you don't give up now, you're gonna get more than just a beating. What are you talking about, you moron? I'm the one who wants to punish you. Shouldn't you all be trying harder than this? Don't you understand the situation you're in? If you don't hurry, the world really is going to end. Yet you keep dallying around and wandering all over. None of you have any guts, I say.
Drop my phone.
Shut up! Do you want to end the world or not? Which is it? If you didn't want us to get lost, you should have made us a straight path, damn it!
That would defeat the purpose of the P1 climax. It's only natural for the bad guys to be mean. Fine. Now hear this. I, General Teddy, am gonna give you a warning because I'm so tear-jerkingly nice. Open up those tiny ears. If you don't hurry up at once, the lives of the captive princesses will be in danger soon.
What?
That ain't good. Thinking about it, it's been a while since the first Midnight Channel broadcast. If Mitsuru-san and her guys were simply strung up at that point, it's no surprise they'd be were already strung up at that point. It's no surprise they'd be exhausted. God damn this fake Ted. What a dirty trick.
Oh! John, what was that for?
Oh, sorry. Looking at that Teddy made me angry for some reason.
How tyrannical! The bear on screen and adorable little moi are totally unrelated. Adorable little moi is totally unrelated. Grrr, don't copy me! Don't copy me!
That actually was pretty good. The fake Ted gives one last smirky laugh to taunt Teddy before the red fog covers him up on the monitor and he's gone.
Looks like we better hurry and find Mitsuru-san and rescue her gang, too.
You're right. We should focus on that before we head higher up.
Alrighty then. Time to open up my bear nose once again. Wait.
Ah! Why do you keep turning our way when you sneeze?
It's no use. The red fog's been so thick ever since we got into this building. My nose isn't working at all.
Try harder, Teddy.
Well, if Yuki-chan gave me a big fat kiss, I think I could try harder.
I'm gonna give you a big fat fist to the lips, buddy.
Enough of this bullshit. Hurry up and put that nose of yours to work.
My nose is very delicate. Searching through this fog makes my sneezing unstoppable.
Don't worry, Teddy. I have lots of tissues.
Yuki-chan, are you doing that on purpose? I don't need tissues. I need smooches.
You can do this, right, Teddy?
Pay me no mind. Teddy knows, full on searching.
Feeling the pressure from Yukiko-senpai's icy smile, Teddy starts twitching his nose every which way. I don't get how that counts as full-on searching, but I can tell he's desperate. Maybe that whole unconquerable snow black thing's got some truth to it?
I do sense something, but... What? Oh, here we go! I smell something like Michan and her friends from over there! Oops.
Bastard! Good! You got your snot all over me! You're doing this on purpose, huh?
Well, all that aside, Teddy's nose is all we gotta go on now. When we get to the direction he's pointed in, we can sort of barely see the door to the music room at the end of the hall. Nice. That means someone from Mitsuru-san's crew is there. Feeling better about this, I grab the door and pull it open with enough force to bust it down. I figured if there's a hostage here, there's gotta be a fake here too. If that's the case, I'll give him a little fish sandwich as soon as I see him. Hey, Akihiko.
Whoa. Who's that?
Ah! We found a crucified Aki! Hang in there!
Akihiko-san! What a horrible thing to do.
Damn it. Akihiko-san is up on a cross, just like they showed on the Midnight Channel. He's limp like he's unconscious and seems pretty out of it. Damn, I remember this guy being pretty strong, too. If they can do this to a guy like him, then whoever we're up against might be tougher than we thought. The goofy mood from a second ago goes away in a snap, and we start inching back to back while checking out our surroundings. That's when I notice there's another guy in the corner of the classroom. I've never seen him before, which means...
Hey, Pops! Are you the goddamn culprit?
Pops? You mean me? Shh. Youngins these days are so rude.
Hey, Junpei. Guy who comes out with some suspicious-looking dude with a red bat and a goatee. Sure looks shady enough to be the culprit.
Huh? Is he really the culprit in this? He seems a little flaky.
You don't know the half of it.
Talking to me already, huh? I'm the lethal weapon of the Shadow Outpost. Junpei Iori's.
Oh, so you're a fake.
We don't actually know the real one, so how shocked should we act at learning you're the fake?
No two ways about it. He's a dumbass.
What the hell is this guy saying? I can't tell if he's here to mess with us or make us laugh. What's he doing mixed in with fakes of us?
Shut up! Anyway, your game ends here. Here goes. Play ball.
Suddenly, red pillars descend and we get surrounded by invisible walls. I mean, I can't see them, but going on by the other fights, they must be there, right? Well, I ain't gonna sweat the details. No matter whose fake this is, it's the enemy. That means he's getting an ass whooping.
Hold it right there. The real Junpei Iori, at your service.
Huh?
Just when I thought I heard a voice from up above, something comes falling down. Could that be... Okay.
Oh, he fell on it.
Yeah, that seems
He's
appropriate.
not moving at all. I guess he's out cold.
Ah, I knew it. Dude who looks just like Fakey here is stuck on the invisible ceiling stretching between the red pillars. He's caught in one hell of a pose.
So lame.
Unfortunately. Even the fake is grumbling. That dude's a no ordinary guy, in a way. All the tension from a second ago is pretty much shot now. Well, that's good for us since it helps us relax. All we gotta do now is beat down this fake.
Mumbling. I'll crush you like an egg, so let's get to it.
Mm-hmm. We need to make him take responsibility for doing such a horrible thing to Akihiko-san.
I don't really care about Aki, but I never forgive an evildoer. Wow, they're totally pissed. Good thing the rule say this has to be one-on-one. All right, youngins, feel free to come at me.
Alright. So we've used Kanji, we've used Teddy. I don't think we've used Yukiko yet. Or if we have, it hasn't, we haven't seen her ultimate. So, let's try it. Trismegistus! Which is just such a cool name.
Finally.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm glad you won.
It's so easy to use up her SP that it's hard to build up the 100 you need for the ultimate burst, but you know. No, my persona parts.
All right, in your face, damn it.
Time for a fist pump. That fake seemed like an idiot. He's pretty impressive. No wonder he's the something operative's, little webbing? Something like that. I guess this means the real one's pretty strong, too. That's when I hear the red pillars shatter and something comes falling down. Oh yeah, I forgot someone was stuck up there. Oh crap, wasn't he unconscious? Oh.
Junpei Iori, at your service. Ah.
Before we have time to worry, that Junpei guy lands right next to the melting fake with a loud thump. He then tries to strike a pose, but his legs must be numb or something because he starts writhing in pain without a word. Well, yeah, he fell from pretty far up there after all.
Do you think he's okay? In any sense, I mean.
I don't know.
Anyway, we explain quick about our fakes and all the other crap that's happened to Junpei-san, who seems like he's doing okay. He says he came to Inaba because he heard Mitsuru-san's crew went missing, but he got lost at the school. He happened to spot Akihiko-san and us from the connecting passageway and jumped down from there, but he had the worst timing. Or the best? That would have been a pretty good comedy stunt. At any rate, we hurry to the cross and get Akihiko-san down quick. Doesn't come to straight away. Looks like he's pretty drained.
Akihiko-san! Are you okay, Akihiko-san? Damn it! Who did this to you?
You're one of the shadow operatives, right, Junpei-san?
Huh? Yeah, I am, but what do you guys know about that? Hey, weren't you using personas too?
Looks like Junpei-san really doesn't know, so we ended up having to explain everything in detail, including our fight against Akihiko-san and his friends in the P1 Grand Prix the other day.
So that's how Akihiko-san got caught. I'm still kind of fuzzy on this stuff about the TV world and whatnot, but I think I get the gist of it.
Honestly, this is a weird situation because the Persona 3 crew probably has a better idea of what's happening than with the whole tower and shit than Persona 4 crew. And it's their town, so whatever.
Oh, right. I never introduced myself properly. I'm Junpei Iori. People call me the Shadow Operative's lethal weapon.
No, they don't.
Thanks for sticking up for Akihiko-san earlier.
I'm Yukiko Amagi, a third year at Yasugami High.
Sup? I'm Kanji Tatsumi, the second year.
And, who's this blue Daruma doll?
Who are you calling a blue Daruma doll? I'm an Adora Bear.
Adora Bear? Oh, is that one of the monsters that shows up in Featherman?
I love that Neo Featherman is just everywhere in this universe.
Ah, how rude! How could you not know how popular I am, you sweaty bearded batter?
Oh, what's with all the ruckus? I'm trying to sleep here.
Akihiko-san!
Aki, you're awake!
Oh, thank goodness he's alive.
He wouldn't come around. I was getting worried, man.
Relax. I was just taking a nap to get back some of the energy they stole.
He's got some balls for a dude in his situation. Akihiko-san's got to know too. He's saying this stuff to keep us calm. The guy looks like he's got a lot to recover from. He's telling us how that cross-leg thing he was on wasn't just for show. Being tied up to it felt like his strength was getting drained. Akihiko-san thanks us all, and then turns back to Junpei-san.
But hey, it's been a while, Junpei. Were you the only one they called out?
Actually, I was more of a lone samurai. I got a call from Yucatan, but my phone ran out of juice during the call. When I got here, something weird had happened to the town. I thought everyone was headed for this Tartarus-looking tower, so I came to check it out. Oh, Yucatan should be with Ken, Koromaru, and this Labras girl, who I guess is Aigis' sister. I never met her, though.
Even Ken got called up? Man, I'm ashamed of myself.
That's everybody except... I'm trying to think. Everybody except the people that died. Yeah, okay.
But why did you come to Inaba? Did you find out something about Labras' case?
Well, we heard that the shadow presence had ramped up in Inaba. We were headed here to look into why that happened. But while we were on our way, our car got ambushed and... well, you know the rest.
Damn it! That culprit's one sick bastard. How dare he torture you?
Huh? They didn't torture me or anything.
They didn't? But you're wounded all over, and your clothes are all ripped up.
No, that's just Akihiko.
Your clothes? What about my clothes?
What are you saying, Junpei? Aki always looks like...
God damn it, Ted! Shut your damn mouth!
Huh? Oh, I get it. Yeah, never mind, Akihiko-san. Sorry for talking weird like that.
Damn it. Ted, that was too close. All the guys got stuff they don't want people to know about. It ain't a matter of hiding the truth or not. It's just a time and a place to bring it up. You don't go bringing it up for other people.
Oh, that reminds me, though. This feels like that other thing we know all too well.
The Dark
Is
Hour.
it just me?
So, you noticed too.
I mean, it's like... this is the Dark Hour, right?
Dark Hour? What's that?
Basically, the Dark Hour is a hidden time that ordinary people don't know about. We fought once to get rid of it.
And succeeded.
But that used to only last about an hour every night. What's happening to this town doesn't seem so simple.
That reminds me, General Teddy mentioned something like that.
The P1 Climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time!
We explained to Akihiko-san what the fake Teddy said on the Midnight Channel right before our town got messed up.
That's not good. We have to meet up with Mitsuru and the others as soon as possible.
Yeah, now that I think about it, if we don't do something inside of an hour, does that mean the world gets stuck the way it is? We'd better hurry. Just as we're about to get going, we run into a problem. The damn door won't open. What the hell is this shit? To be continued. Alright, so that clears all of our loose threads right now. So we're back to you, Narukami. You, Yosuke, and Chie. Rise taking her sweet time to get to the tower, I guess. Although, to be fair, she was doing like the whole idle practice thing, so she probably was super tired. No matter how much we climb, the scenery remains the same. We should have gone up a number of floors by now, but my limbs have already gone numb. I'm not surprised that my friends have gone so quiet, given that there seems to be no end to this labyrinth.
Hey, Yosuke, you haven't said a word all this time. Stop being so quiet and say something fun.
If I remember correctly, the original tower in Tartarus was 260 floors tall. So yeah, that's a lot of walking.
Dude, you're asking too much. I've got no energy to spare for that right now.
Yeah, but being quiet gets me all anxious. Don't you have anything? Some inside info on discounts at the Junes Deli?
Thank you for shopping! It's always Customer Appreciation Day at Junes. Wait, just talking about meat boosts your spirits?
Of course it does! Oh, meat. That tender juiciness makes me so...
Someone's here.
Once we get up the flight of stairs, I stop their conversation. From not far off, we can hear two people talking, their voices echoing out through the hall. We move forward as quietly as we can to find that the voices are coming from a slightly opened classroom door.
I am getting so bored. I should just go take out a couple of them.
I think that's Sho.
Whoa, hold on there. There's no need to get hasty when the plan's going so well, right?
That's
It'd be
Adachi.
easier to just sit back and wait.
Those voices. Is that Adachi-san and Sho? I signal to Yosuke and Chie with my eyes, and we quietly peek into the classroom the voices are coming from.
Huh? Where is this? Was there someplace like this at our school?
Oh, that is the Tartarus lobby. She is right. That eerie light and the bizarre things in there, it's a disturbing enough scene to make anyone who sees it deeply afraid. Where are we? There's no room like this anywhere in Yasukami High. So where in the world is this scenery from?
What are you talking so big for? Want me to stick my sword through your ears? Ooh, scary. Can't you calm down a bit? You won't beat anyone like that. And you came to get me because you needed me, no? You sure it's a good idea to kill me just because I rub you the wrong way? Cripes, what a wet blanket. Did you just come from a picnic out in the rain or something? Don't get the wrong idea. That guy has nothing to do with this. I can kill anyone I want if I feel like it.
Fast. The young man draws the sword smoothly and holds it to Adachi-san's throat. The blade reflects the strange light in the unfamiliar room, making the scene even stranger. What should I do? Adachi-san is in danger. Do I make a move? No.
Then go on ahead. It's easy, right? Have you actually killed anyone before?
Massive chill runs down my spine. Adachi-san's aloof tone, that dull gaze that expels all hope, it's like the mud at the bottom of a lightless river. That same gaze deflected all our pleas back then, And now it's brushing aside even Sho's threats.
This guy's really pissing me off.
Seemingly sensing the darkness within Adachi-san, Sho sheathes his blade. He seems pretty irritated. Having someone get the upper hand must really offend him.
Hey, is that show guy insane? He's laughing and joking one second, and then the next, he pulls out his swords.
Are they bickering with each other? And what was that about that guy?
I heard the same thing. We thought up to now that everything we'd faced was all Sho's doing. But it seems he had at least one accomplice. Not only that, but they summoned Adachi-san here as someone with talents important to their plan.
Look, there's no need to fight. Once it descends, after all, the world's going to totally disappear. Why spend your time dealing with them, you know? Just ignore those kids. That's not the problem. I look at those guys, and I can't stop gagging. They just herd together like best buds. I don't know why they're so full of themselves. It makes me want to beat the shit out of them. Get them to cry like babies. You get me? Do you?
Suddenly, Sho's bloodthirsty, madness-tinged gaze turns on us. The instant that Sho reaches towards his back, I yell to Yosuke and Chie directly behind me.
Yosuke, Chie, get back! You're so lame. Such a frickin' irritating bunch. I hate to even look at you. I just want to see you completely destroyed.
There's no sense hiding any longer. I give Yosuke and Chie a look before slowly stepping into the classroom. They follow close behind me and we face Sho with the bulk of the classroom between us.
Show me Nazuki. What are you planning?
Huh? Weren't you listening? I'm gonna get rid of all you disgusting pests and make this a world I can stand to live in.
What?
Don't be ridiculous. That won't help anybody but you.
Yeah? So what? Of course it only helps me. I'm saying you're disgusting, so you should all just die.
This isn't funny anymore. You're totally nuts. Are you saying that nothing else matters as long as you're satisfied?
Aha! Well, duh! Friends? Bonds? You worthless pests aren't accomplishing anything but licking each other's wounds. Shitty pests in this shitty world have no goddamn call to give me their shitty lectures. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get rid of every shred of everything.
Little. You really are a piece of shit that's not worth saving. You've got no right to do that.
The world will be much quieter soon. Just like here. A wonderful place where there's no one else. It's all for me.
What? A world with no one else?
Ugh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Just hurry up and get smashed to pieces, you shitty pests! Whoa, what are you getting all worked up for? You really shouldn't do that. And you shut up too, you piece of shit! Come get me. I'll beat the life out of you. You'll be begging for mercy.
Oh. The red pillars in the four corners of the room light up and Sho readies his two swords in a sense I've never seen before. Looks preposterous at first glance, but then I see it's actually very efficient and focused entirely on offense. This isn't some amateur style, it's the art of murder, instilled into him to guarantee a kill.
There's no way I'm gonna let him win. I can't believe our town is such a mess because of that guy. There's no way I'm sitting back and letting it happen.
I'm with you. We'll show you with our own fists how strong you can be when you have something to protect.
Show strong. Don't let your guard down.
Oh, we gotta go with you. Prelude to final battle. Also completely unknown. Date of birth? Height? Weight? Alright, let's see this weird stance.
Final.
Oh, those are serrated blades.
Closing in! Bastard! Ready? Bastard! Persona! You ready for this?
Scare you.
Bastard! Bastard! How about this? Joking!
Finish this.
Strike trick! How about this? What? Screwed up, bastard!
Keep pushing him.
Boom!
No, no!
Sit down. I don't care how much you trained. You ain't a fighter.
You little...
The final strike, Show collapses. The shining red pillars in the corners of the room all shatter at once. The invisible walls surrounding us seem to go with them. Show had us beat on everything from power, speed, and physical stamina, but we managed to win. It's because he never used his persona. We were all worried about the power of those red glowing eyes that kept us paralyzed. But Show didn't use it even once during the battle. No, it couldn't possibly be that he couldn't use it either.
What did I tell you? This is because you kept using those weird powers. You got all puffed up because of someone else's gift.
Are we fighting you next, Adachi-san?
Huh? Oh man, don't be ridiculous. Why would I do something that hard?
You already kicked my ass. I'm good.
Hard? Aren't you supposed to be on Show's side?
Show's side? Give me a break. Come on. Isn't there someone else besides me you should be worrying about?
Someone we should worry about.
Oh, you mean that guy Show mentioned? Damn, so he does have an accomplice.
No, something tells me that's not it. Adachi-san's still looking at Show collapsed on the ground. What's he so interested in? About to ask, but before I can, he starts to move.
Persona.
Whoa, whoa! The voice is very similar to Show's, but it's obviously not him. The moment Show sits up, a silhouette I've never seen before approaches me from behind him. Is this a persona?
You move!
Yukon!
I can't dodge this. But no sooner does the thought flash into my mind than Yosuke and Chie run over, positioning themselves between me and the approaching silhouette to shield me. No, if they do that... Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Yosuke! Chie!
Show slowly gets to his feet. Wait, but is this even Show? He looks the same, but his stance and bearings are completely different than the Show we fought a moment ago. What is and isn't Show turns towards us in a ghostly manner and slowly raises his head to fix an almost mechanical stare on us. Who in the world is this? To be continued. Yep. Well, that's scary. Alright, so we can advance that story. And Risei's coming back into the story. Finally caught up with everybody. I feel like we just did Kanji, so let's do Risei. I do want to see her ultimate as well. I want to see everybody's ultimates, let's be honest.
What is this? It's just like the TV world.
I don't have the words to describe how much the school has changed. The building itself looks about the same, but on top of it is this weird tower. Now that I'm seeing it up close, it's really creepy.
One climax? So someone's holding one of those events in the real world?
It was fine last time since I wasn't participating, but I bet I'm in the same boat as everyone else now. Jeez, I hope I don't get stuck with a weird name like theirs. It's hard to see near the top because the fog is so thick, but I wonder if everyone's already inside the building.
Come, Persona!
Himiko! I fully opened my consciousness, concentrating my efforts on the inside of the school. I had expected the interference to be this bad. Still, I'm sure I can do this now. As I concentrate harder, almost like I'm praying, a faint voice echoes in my mind.
Someone!
That's Fuka.
Voice. Fuka-san?
It's not coming from inside the school. On instinct, I run to where the voice was coming from and charge right into the gym. Somebody lied. It's a total mess in here. Carelessly placed filming equipment, folding chairs stacked up to the ceiling, you name it. I look towards the stage in the midst of the creeping red fog, where I see an even more shocking sight.
Fuka-san!
Wanna cross? Nope. Yep. On the center of the stage is a prop-like cross. Fukusan's crucified on it, like she's being held up for public ridicule. She doesn't look well at all, and she's breathing in gasps. Who would do such a horrible thing to her? Near the cross is a person in pink clothes collapsed on the ground. It seems like she's the one Fukusan is calling to so desperately.
Fukusan, hang on, I'll come free you. Rise-san? No, don't. You have to stay back.
After Fukusan notices me and cries out, I sense an odd presence and stop. Soon afterwards, a number of arrows pierce the ground in front of me, giving off sparks.
That was close. What's going on here?
Looks like you have a good sense for these things. No wonder you're their backup.
I can't believe my eyes. It's from that live-action show on the air now called Featherman Victory.
Feather pink?
Oh, is that what Yukari ended up doing? Awesome. I don't get what's going on here at all. But actually, taking a closer look, there's something about that stage Fukusan's on. It's the stage from that club escapade on Port Island. On top of worrying about the girl collapsed on the ground, now I've got some kind of costume hero attacking me? Is this a hidden camera thing?
No, Rise-san. That's... Fukusan, take it easy.
Fukusan's brow creases in pain as she tries to explain something to me. I don't really understand, but I'm getting a nasty feeling about that cross. All I know is that Fukusan is in a lot of pain and that I need to rescue her as quickly as possible. When I try to approach the cross, Feather Pink gets in my way.
Please move aside. I need to free her.
Then that makes us enemies. I hope you're prepared, show this fiend. I, Feather Pink, shall strike you down.
Rise-san, please, run. You have to get help.
No. Thanks, Fukusan, but it's okay. I can fight now. That's why I have this power, so I can be useful to everyone.
Oh, you're not running away. Then we may as well get started.
Bring on the ring! Feather Pink raises her right hand like a costume hero's finishing move. Glowing red pillars descend to surround us. Oh, that's right. Rise doesn't know anything about this because her only fight was against Elizabeth. I forgot. At the same time, At the same time, the gym's red curtain falls, hiding the escapade stage. I can't hear Fukusan's voice anymore, or even sense her.
Peace and quiet at last. Now, are you ready? Persona!
Huh? Wait a second, she can use a persona? Isn't that a little on the heavy side for my first fight?
Ready? And action!
Feather Pink attacks right on cue, and it's not a practice attack like in show, but a full-force move meant to kill. I shrink away, managing to dodge. She's really showing no mercy. Once again, I feel the fear of an actual battle puts into you. My senpai fought through these feelings. I get a little twinge in my chest from the guilt. I'm different now, though. I can do this too.
Persona!
Hey, are you sure you should be here? Why not leave this stuff to us and do your thing from a safe distance? Isn't that all an idol's good for? You're more like a mascot than a member of the team, so you really shouldn't be out on front.
That hurt, because I know Feather Pink is right. No matter how much I say that that's not how it is, and that I don't want to be like that anymore, the truth is the truth. My ideals aren't easily understood by others. All the same, I'm past pretending my flaws don't exist. All I can do is accept them without letting them defeat me and keep trying my
I
best.
won't make any excuses. You're right. But no matter what you say, I won't let you beat me.
Well said. Let's do it. Yukari Takiba and her persona, Isis.
Final. Fight!
Huh? Come on, here I go! It seems one-sided. Huh? Dominate. Hey, skewer you! Just stop! How about this? Make it go! My killer bitch!
Oh god.
My killer move! Huh?
Huh.
Can they defend against my killer move? Huh? They're constantly on a roll. Will they go
Nope.
for the kill?
Yes.
I can fight too.
There we go.
I'm gonna show you what an idol can do. This is my resolve. Feel it. Time for my full strength.
Holy crap!
Another one.
Oh, Jesus!
Now I can protect everyone.
That was cool. When the battle ends and Featherpink collapses to the gymnasium floor, the red pillars surrounding us shatter as well. Soon afterwards, what used to be Featherpink melts and disappears while spitting out some kind of shining powder.
It disappeared.
Was she a shadow? You know this. You saw her eyes. You know how shadows work. I don't understand why you're confused. As I stand stunned at the sight before me, the curtain rises again without a sound. That's right, Fukusan. I clamber up onto the stage and use my persona to release her from the cross.
Focus-on, are you alright?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rise-san. So you can fight with your persona now? That's amazing. Oh, that's right, Yukari-chan. Rise-san, she needs your help more than I do. She guarded me and...
You mean that lady in pink? Okay, one sec.
Fukusan seems really exhausted. Speaking at all is hard for her in this state. I help up the person in pink who's collapsed a little ways away, and I'm surprised at what I see. Wait a minute, this is Yukari-san? She's the same as the feather pink I just defeated.
Huh? Where's the fake me? I have to say Fuka! Wait a minute. Huh?
Thank goodness. Looks like she's come too. So, was that a fake Yukari-san earlier? I don't really understand what's going on, but if Fukusan is worried about her, she can't be the enemy, right?
Yukari-chan, Rise-san here saved me. I'm sorry for what you went through because of me.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry I worried you too. I got caught totally off guard. Rise-san? Thanks. Whoa, wait! Are you the real Rosette? You're so thin, and look at how small your face is!
What?
Oh, yeah. I still don't really understand what's going on here.
After we introduce ourselves, Yukari-san, whose full name is Yukari Takeba, and Fuka-san tell me everything leading up to this point. It seems Fuka-san's group was on the move to Inaba after picking up an abnormal shadow reading here, but the enemy ambushed them and they were captured. Yukari-san is a shadow operative too, so she rushed to Inaba with Labris and some others to rescue Mitsuru-san's group. It sounds like the enemy is using shadows to make fake versions of us and forcing us to fight them. They also mentioned that what's happening in Inaba right now is a lot like something called the Dark Hour, a phenomenon Yukari-san and Fuka-san dealt with once. I'm starting to get a grasp of what's going on, but it's happening so quickly I feel like my head is gonna burst. What should I do now? Fuka-san says her power was being drained while she was crucified, so she's pretty exhausted. I'm worried about Yukari-san's wounds too, and I'm feeling a little lightheaded from the constant fighting. After a brief gap in the conversation, Fuka-san innocently speaks up.
By the way, why are you dressed like that, Yukari-chan? It looks really well made.
Huh? You're just noticing this now? Well, there's something of a story behind it.
I've worn costumes from time to time too, but that one's pretty cool. It's pink and cute. Maybe I should try wearing it in a show. Transformation activate! Feather change! Or something like that.
Feather Henshin.
What a pro! You're pretty focused on work, aren't you? Say, didn't I hear that you're making a comeback? It must be tough to balance with school and whatnot. Homework and idol work.
You could say that again. But I don't mind so much, since I have fun with all of it.
That's so cool! High school girls sure are spirited. I envy your youth.
You work hard too, you know, Yukari-chan.
Nah, I just do some modeling here and there. It just so happened I got the Feather Pink role in an audition.
Oh, you're a model? Wait, and you're the real Feather Pink? Wow, that's incredible! I'm so jealous of how great you look! Do you have to watch what you eat too?
Oh, of course. Oh, speaking of food, I found this great place that serves delicious lunch specials the other day. Wait, no, now's not the time to talk about that stuff.
I believe that Yukari is currently 20, maybe 19. But either way. I come to my senses and we can't help but laugh. This isn't the place to have fun and indulge in girl talk. But I think it was also a good distraction in a way. I can't be indecisive about what to do next. If Fukusan and I are here, then what I need to do is already decided.
I'll try searching around here. Fukusan, will you help me out?
This is in 2012. Because Persona 4 takes place 2011. So if she was 1992, then it depends on what month she was born. But yeah, basically she's 19 or 20.
Mm-hmm, of course. I'm all right now.
Looks like Fukusan couldn't use her persona at all while on that cross, since it kept draining her strength. Maybe that cross can rob us of the strength of heart our personas draw. I totally forget what her persona is called. I'm sorry, Fuka. Once Fukusan calms her breathing, she begins searching first. I sensed it last time she did this too, but a powerful yet very kind feeling covers the area.
I don't know exactly where, but I sense someone nearby. It seems your friends are here as well, Rise-san.
Senpai's here? Great! I knew they'd get here.
I'm gonna look that up, actually. Fuka Yamagishi. Her initial persona is Lucia, and her current persona is Juno. Persona 4 came out in 2008, but it takes place in 2011. Golden came out in 2012. But yeah, it's they always set it ahead a couple of years. So Persona 3 came out, I want to say, in 2005 or 2006, and that was set in 2009. And then Persona 4 came out in 2008, and that was set in 2011. Persona 5 is the weird outlier because it came out in 2016 and is set in 2016, but they obscured the year for some reason. But it's definitely 2016. So.
Fuka, can you tell where everyone is? I still think we should meet up with them.
It might be hard by myself, but...
Fukusan reaches out her hand to me. I take it and open my heart. Our hearts synchronize, and a warmth I've never felt before pours into me. We may not be able to get in contact with them, but we should be able to sense where everyone is for sure.
Persona.
Himiko.
I found you, Senpai! And Yosuke Senpai and Chie Senpai? Yikes, who's this? It's not Teddy.
The other thing is all of the Persona 3 personas for the team as opposed to the main character, because, you know, whatever. Well, I guess even the main character, they're all based on Greek and basically Mediterranean. Isis is Egyptian. That's kind of an outlier. But Persona 3 uses Mediterranean, Greek, Roman, Egyptian gods. Persona 4 specifically uses Japanese gods. And Persona 5 uses mythological figures that then turn into Japanese gods. It's very strange. I'm not sure why they do it that way, but I love the theming.
I sense a familiar presence near Aigus and Akihiko-senpai. I think they'll be okay. Let's see where Mitsuru-senpai is.
Amazing. My senses spread over incredible distances compared to usual, picking up on presences one after another, both familiar and not. Hey, what's this one? Something big. Whoa, okay. What feels like a sharp blade hits us, and Fukusan and I let go at the same time. What was that thing? There's something terrible here.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
That startled me, though. It came from further up. From the top? What could it be?
Something out of the ordinary is happening above the school at the top of that weird tower. We nod to each other and begin running for that place at once. Trickster deities, yes. But, I mean, like, Ryuji's persona starts off as Captain Jack, which is a pirate, which means Caribbean slash... Or Captain Kidd, sorry. Which means Caribbean slash Atlantic, and then it evolves into Satan Taisei, which is the Monkey King. So, you know, it's weird. There's a lot going on. But I do love the theming. Let's catch up with Akihiko, Junpei, Kanji, Yukiko, and Teddy. Just when we finally rescued Akihiko-san and we're about to catch a break in solving this case, now we can't even get out of the room. We're all panicking.
Damn it. What the hell's going on?
I'll accept Akihiko-san anyway. Just who's talking, or who's just thinking calmly to himself. Does he have some kind of plan?
Yukiko, how many doors are there in the music room at your school?
Huh? Oh, right. There's the door we came through, and there should be a door that leads to the prep room in the back.
All right. Junpei, look for that door. It should be around here somewhere.
Huh? Actually, is this it?
Junpei-san looks around and finds a little door that was hidden behind some stuff further in the room. Will you look at that? Man, I guess I should show up at school more often so I notice stuff like that too. Anyway, Junpei goes up to the little door and opens it. Easy as that. Kid was Scottish, but Kid also operated in the Caribbean, among other places. But I mean, he was totally Golden Age of Pirates, if I remember correctly. Now you're gonna make me look it up. Do-do-do-do-do. Captain Kidd. No, I don't care about that shit. I don't care about the millions of films apparently named after him. Pirate. William Kidd. Oh yeah, he was 1655 to 1701. Totally Golden Age of Pirates. Yeah, he sailed in the Caribbean in 1689. He was caught in the Indian Ocean, but the Golden Age of Pirates was from about 1660 to 1690, and that totally focused on the Caribbean because Spain had a lot of money and not a lot of defenses. Anyway.
Whoa, what is this? It's kind of creepy.
That's your history lesson with CharacterSelect. That door turns out to be connected to an eerie room that's stained bloody red. Hey, this is the announcement room from P1 Grand Prix. Those broken robots hung up there are part of Labrys's past. What a shitty thing to make us look at again.
Labby-chan, are you doing okay right now? I'm really worried about you.
Teddy.
That reminds me. Ted called himself Labrys Knight and stuff like that, so maybe he was the first one to make friends with Labrys during the P1 Grand Prix. I guess it's only natural that he'd be worried about how she's doing now. Still.
Ah! Stupid kanji! What was that for?
Toughen up, Ted. What good is it gonna do you to mope like that?
You're thinking privateers. Pirates are completely unlawful. Privateers are, we want you to be a pirate for us exclusively.
You're Labrys's buddy. She said herself that she was gonna do her best. If you don't believe in her, who will?
Oh my god, inelegant blubbering.
God damn it, don't get your runny nose on me! Ugh, so gross!
Ted comes jumping at me with his face streaked with tears and a runny nose. This little... I just washed my damn uniform and he's already getting it dirty. While we're fooling around, Akihiko-san comes towards us and smiles.
You guys get along really well, huh? But we're running out of time. Let's get moving.
Roger that.
All right! I'm totally on fire! We're gonna go and kick this culprit's booty! The blue Daruma doll's pretty pumped up. Oh hey, there's a door over here too.
When Junpei opens the door further inside the announcement room, this crazy gust of wind blows into the room, sweeping Junpei-san's entire body out the door. Alright, bye Junpei. We'll just close that and go the other way. So one of the interesting things about Persona 3 in comparison to Persona 4 and Persona 5 is that Persona 3, the C's team is not friends. They're not friends. They are friendly to each other, but they are not friends. So every time they show up in other games, whether it's Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight or Persona Q or Persona Q2, it's explicitly pointed out that they are jealous of the friendship that the Persona 4 and the Persona 5 teams have because they are not that close with each other. And they probably never will be. But they try, so.
Junpei!
Ah! Junpei flew away! Kanji, hurry up and save him!
Shut up, I know, damn it. Akihiko-san and me rush over. We can't help but see what's on the other side of the door. What we got? Oh. We're supposed to be inside the school, but is that outside? Giant bridge fills the space and... Well, it doesn't matter. It's just that the route that we've been taking so far is all messed up. I'll just assume that door got connected somewhere weird. That is the bridge from Persona 3. That's on Tatsumi Port Island. I look around for Junpei-san and find him clinging onto the bridge's handrail for dear life. He's seriously one hell of a guy. That's like the most cliche thing that could happen. It's starting to make me wonder if he's doing this on purpose.
Place. It's the Moonlight Bridge.
Yep.
Huh? That huge bridge in the city? Why is it here in Inaba? Wait, isn't that...
Hygus.
Oh, hey. Whoa, there's this totally out-of-place cross on top of the pillar at the highest spot in the bridge. I can kind of see someone crucified up there. When I squint my eyes to get a better look, I can see for sure. That's Hygus-san. What kind of insane eyesight does Akihiko-san have to spot her from this distance? Wait, that's not important. I can tell even from here that Hygus-san ain't in great shape. We gotta hurry and save her.
I'll go. I might be able to reach her with my persona.
Nope, nope! I'll be the one to rescue her. I'll set Ai-chan free and get a kiss of thanks! Oh!
Just as Teddy slips past Yukiko-senpai to dart outside, he gets knocked back like a rubber ball and goes rolling onto the announcement room floor. This is more of that invisible wall crap. When did this happen?
Going nowhere. If you think that things will be that easy, you're greatly mistaken.
Hey, Shadow Ken. That's a guy's voice. Quiet and kind of higher pitched. We turn around and see those red pillars in the four corners of the announcement room. Yeah, I thought so. Whose fake are we fighting now? I look closer and see it's some kind of kid and a dog? Better not let our guard down. None of us noticed him coming, after all.
Ken? And Koromaru, too.
Long time no see, Sonata-san. You should say hello too, Koromaru.
Huh? If this kid knows Akihiko-san, he must be a shadow operative, too. Or a fake one, anyway. Whoa. Don't tell me the same goes to that scary-looking dog, too. Koromaru is totally not scary-looking. He is tiny.
Let me make one thing clear. Don't underestimate me.
He also holds a knife in his mouth and stabs the shit out of people. Because he's Koro-fucking-Maru, bitch.
Okay, so that's what's going on here. Stay back, you guys. Ow.
Akihiko-san!
Akihiko-san stepped forward, and the kid moving in closer by a few feet to swing his spear happened almost at the same time. The kid's move might have been a little faster. He's using the spear's flexibility and balance to cover for him being so shrimpy. Akihiko-san's not in peak condition right now, so maybe I shouldn't let him handle this
You
one.
must know the rules by now. Decide who'll be representing you. If possible, I'd prefer not to fight someone who's injured, like him. It's no fun at all for me to beat up on someone who isn't in perfect condition, you know.
Wow, he's not cute at all. Oh, but I guess that makes it easier to deal with him?
Yuki-chan! I think the snow backside's showing itself a little.
Hey, little punk. What gives bringing the mutt into a one-on-one fight?
Huh? Oh, this thing? Don't worry about it. I should get a handicap, right? I mean, since I'm just a child.
Yeah, you little...
Not to repeat Yukiko-senpai or nothing, but this brat ain't cute at all. The way he talks kind of reminds me of Naoto, but, like, this jerk's milking the I'm just a kid thing for all it's worth. Huh? Wait a sec. The fakes so far, at least the ones I've seen, act pretty much the way we do. So does that mean the real kid's personality is more or less like this fake's? Ugh. That's not a great train of thought, so I better stop now. I gotta focus instead on beating the crap out of this kid. Alright, chat, help me out. Who are we sending in to fight Ken and Koromaru? Yukiko, Kanji, or Teddy? Help me out. Yukiko, Kanji, or Teddy? We have used Yukiko, and we have not seen her ultimate. Kanji, okay. Actually, we just used Yukiko in the last fight on this storyline. Kanji is pretty best boy, it's true. Okay, Kanji it is. How old is Ken, do you ask? Well, if it's 2012, he is 14 years old. 13 years old, I'm sorry. Because his birthday is in June and it's May. Great.
Final.
Take this! Now give it to them. Break it half! Come there! Eat this!
The pretentious tenderfoot duo? That's awesome.
Break it half! Do it! Come on, hey! Break it half! There! Eat this! Push back! Break it half! There's you! Get all you got! Finish it! Get ready to hurt! Here goes, damn it! Feel the
Bro fist!
right!
C's gave the kid a polearm. Also, in case you want to have a hint of what Ken's personality is, his ultimate persona is Nemesis. And it's awesome. The red pillars in the four corners of the announcement room break. Sweet, the invisible walls are gone now, so we can rescue Junpei-san and Aiga-san. Or so I thought, but it looks like the last hit wasn't enough to totally take out the kid and his dog. Instead of melting away like the other ones, they're just huddled on the ground so far.
Oh, man. I didn't think you were this strong. I didn't fight because I wanted to, you know. He forced me to do this.
The hell? This kid was a real damn brat until a second ago when he got all soft-hearted and started crying. Even his dog is drooping his ears and giving this pitiful whine as he looks at us. Damn it, he's too cute. Can't resist animals when they give me those eyes.
These guys really are fakes, right? There's no chance that they're real?
I mean, I did kind of beat the fuck out of them.
Huh? No, that's not possible. Oh, but the fake ones disappear as soon as they're defeated.
Huh? That is weird. But all I'm getting with my nose is the smell of a shadow.
Hey, you three, don't let your guard down.
Sonata-san, it's too late now.
Damn it!
Oh crap, we let her guard down! Damn it. When we turned towards Akihiko-san's voice, it left our backs completely exposed to that kid and his dog. And that damn brat's too fast for us to do anything about it now. Right when I'm thinking that, this white streak leaps over us and slams the fake dog away from its pounce at Yukiko-senpai. What the hell? Hey, actual Kuramaru.
What? You're...
At the same time, a spear comes flying from behind, missing us completely, but really nailing the fake kid. It was thrown so hard the kid goes flying back and gets nailed to the wall behind him. As we watch it happen, gaping like dumbasses, two voices, one human and one animal, come from behind us.
Honestly, aren't you supposed to be the adults here? You let your guard down much too soon.
The new arrivals look just like the fakes we were fighting. Actually, this kid looks even brattier than his double, and standing proud next to him is a pure white dog.
Several of you I don't think I've met before. I'm the real Kanemata, and this is Koromaru.
Oh, you're the real Ken-kun. It's nice to meet you. Oh, and you too, Koromaru-san.
Watching you was pretty nerve-wracking. Do you understand what you were doing? It's unbelievable not paying attention during a fight.
Ken is a smug bitch.
I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry, too.
This kid's even brattier than the fake.
You've stepped up your game, Ken. That was an impressive strike.
It's good to see you again, Sonata-san. As you can see, Koromaru's been well, too. I've heard about you all from Labra-san. A real talking costume, huh?
I'm not a costume. I'm an all-natural, totally adorable raw bear.
What the hell's a raw bear?
Look, I'll let you touch it a little bit. Wanna feel my fur?
That's all right. I'm not interested.
The proper response, Ken.
Still, it's amazing to see a dog use a persona. Come here, Chosokabe.
What the hell does Chosokabe
Please
mean?
don't call Koromaru by that weird name. He's not sure how to react.
Chosokabe. Meaning. Well, that's completely unhelpful. Oh, his personality is based on a dog, so he is just... She's just calling him after famous dogs or dog people.
Sorry to cut this short, but we have to move, Ken. How's the situation?
We met up with Naruto-san on a rooftop somewhere, and Labra should be on the move with her as we speak. Yukari-san and I avoided fighting there and left. We split up to search for Mitsuru-san, but I can't say that it's going well.
So now Tokan and Labras are okay. Thank goodness.
Labby-chan's here too? When I see her, I want to give her a big, fluffy bear hug.
Kuma, the shadows here do not represent suppressed selves or repressed selves. They are copies that are just dicks, so you can't use that to gauge personality.
Fluffy, you say?
Oh, so this kid's into Teddy's fur too. Guess he does have a childish side to him. Either way, I'm relieved to hear our other friends are safe. But, am I forgetting something?
Hey, that reminds me. Where's Junpei?
Huh? I can't believe I forgot. I have to rescue Ai-chan.
Crap. I only remember now that Junpei-san got thrown on the Moonlight Bridge, and I go running to look out the door. Huh? They're both gone. Where'd they go? Then I see Aiga-san coming down from above while holding Junpei-san bridal style. Whoa, she's actually flying.
Thank you for rescuing me, everyone. And Ken-san, Koromaru-san, it's been a while.
Aiga-san loves Koromaru. I don't know why. It's friggin' adorable.
Aiga-san, I'm so glad that you're safe.
Yes, Koromaru-san. Junpei-san climbed the bridge and rescued me.
She sounds tired.
I'm a guy who gets things done when it comes down to it.
Is that so? Looks to me like Aigis is the one helping you out, Junpei.
After Junpei-san destroyed the cross I was bound to, he slipped and fell off the bridge. So I rescued him.
It's really been a day for me falling off of things.
So that's why you're in that position. You haven't changed at all, Junpei-san.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Junpei-san is the disgraced detective as always.
Accurate.
I don't think that's an actual detective.
But it is you.
Either way, I'm glad you're safe. Looks like Yukari and Labras are here too. So let's go save Mitsuru and Fuka and get this over with.
Aiga-san, Junpei-san, and Ken nod enthusiastically. It's not like we're being shut out, but that kind of thing shows they work together on a level we can never reach. But wait a minute, our bond with you, Senpai, is on that level. Actually, that reminds me. Didn't Mitsuru-san tell us not to get involved with this? Are we gonna get yelled at for helping?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. What's up?
Hurry up and get ready. We're leaving in a few.
What he says catches me by surprise so much that I freeze up for a moment. Looks like the same thing happened to Yukiko, because she doesn't say anything either.
You weren't gonna stay put, right? Then come with us.
Roger that.
Are you sure? Mitsuru-san told us to.
Isn't it a little late for that? And since Mitsuru and Fuka aren't around right now, we need Teddy's help.
He still calls him Teddy.
Come on, you're in it this deal. Might as well see it through.
Oh, that's fucking delightful. He had to put it that way. I'm sure you must know what we'd say to that.
I'm starting to get fired up. Leave it to me. I'll snip Michan out.
How very reliable.
So Akihiko-san's Aki and Mitsuru-senpai is Michan, huh?
This Bear Daruma really isn't scared of anything, is he? All right, my nose is gonna shine. I smell something gathering up there.
Dude, this again?
He said up there, though. Could he mean the rooftop after all?
You know, when I rescued Igus earlier, I saw these giant stairs going up on the other side of the bridge. That's it! Good job, Junpei! I'm gonna rescue Michon and get rewarded with a kiss!
Keep holding your breath, dude. Akiko-san and the others stumble quite a bit at that. Something tells me the Shadow Operatives don't have anyone as intense as our Ted. It's stupid, but I can't help but feel a little proud and smirk.
Still a carefree bunch, aren't they?
Just don't blame me if you end up getting executed.
Alright, now that we've gotten the okay from Akiko-san's group, all we gotta do is show no mercy and crush the culprit. We jump down to the messed up scenery and head for the stairs. Oh, God. I love that he's still calling him Teddy Teddy. Kuma Kuma! Seriously though, where are Naoto and Labras? They've been out for a while. Imminent danger. So, yeah, we've got the three of them, plus Sho, plus Adachi. A dick bag. A ding dong.
Yosuke! Chie!
After shielding me from the enemy's attack, Yosuke and Chie stagger a bit before crumpling. I try to prop them both up. What is going on here? Did he summon a persona?
Such trouble you've caused. Thanks to you, I'm forced to show myself.
The calm tone brings my confused mind back to reality. The same Sho we just defeated is standing nonchalantly before me. Or is it really the same Sho? That naked hostility and horrific madness from earlier is gone. The one standing here now is utterly calm and collected and has an intensely intimidating aura about him.
Who are you?
I'm Sho Minazuki. We are Sho Minazuki.
I immediately recall what Sho said about that guy before. I get it now.
I see. So there are two personalities within you. You have a split personality.
That is a big leap of logic, but okay.
No way! Seriously?
That isn't strictly correct. I awakened within this child, and I exist to grant his wish. That's why I'm using that thing.
That thing?
Doesn't seem to be about Adachi-san. It's hard to believe that what we've been through up to now was created by a human acting alone. Most likely, some otherworldly being is involved with this, just like in last year's case.
This child's heart was warped due to great suffering at the hands of man. I must eradicate all that lives to win back peace for him.
Impossible. He's gonna win back peace by wiping out every living thing? Minazuki is serious about this. He'd go so far as to destroy the world for Sho's sake.
Good will it do to make the world that way? Humans can't live on their own.
That's your perspective. He's unlike you, though, and requires help from no one. Are you that scared of a world with no allies?
Yes?
No, you're wrong. People grow by living together with others. That's how they're able to better themselves.
As I said, that's your perspective. Sadly, you have no more friends to save you.
Minazuki casts a gaze behind me, to the hallway back there.
Seeing as none of them are rushing in, your other friends must have fallen somewhere along the line.
So you're not omnipotent. No, good to know. Or clairvoyant. I can't help my voice from trembling. It's true there's an uneasiness somewhere in my heart. I keep wondering, why hasn't anyone come yet? And is everyone really okay?
Damn it! You don't listen to that guy!
Yeah, we're fine. So
You shouldn't try and act tough. You're on the brink of death. What use would you be? Actually, perhaps you were a hindrance to begin with. Isn't that right, Narukami? Since you seem more accomplished than them.
Yosuke and Chie are at a loss for words. Yosuke, Chie, don't listen to him. I swear. Only Adachi-san continues to gaze upon us quietly as we struggle to find a retort from Minazuki.
Narukami, side. Then you'll be able to fight freely. Or are you unable to fight properly without these bonds you speak of? Your weakness is propped up by others, as is the rest of yours. Protecting your wounded comrades will result in your death.
A shadow-like persona appears behind Minazuki. No, I'm still trying to shield these two. If I dodge it, Yosuke and Chie will...
You forget about us. You at least gotta...
That's right! Don't let us drag you down!
What? What are you saying?
How does it feel? You are about to be slain because of your precious friends. These are indeed bonds, but only in the sense that they restrain you. Don't you think it would be better to remain alone?
I ignore Minazuki and concentrate on his persona. Can I repel his attack while protecting my friends behind me? How? At that moment, Minazuki makes his move.
Persona.
Izanagi!
I muster all my strength and send my persona at his, but it's easily repelled, and I fall to my knees from the force. It's no use. I can't completely block Minazuki's attack so long as I'm unable to move an inch. Seeing me off balance, Minazuki's persona draws back its blade to finish me off.
Let's end this.
If I jump back now, I could dodge his blade, but then that'd leave Yosuke and Chie open. Damn it, what do? I will my legs to keep from reflexively dodging. Strangely, I don't feel afraid. I believe in them. Even if I fall, my friends will protect this town. Cutscene?
Persona! Persona!
I was wondering where you two were. Two personas appear before my eyes, as if cutting through the red fog. They block the incoming attack from Minazuki's persona. The sound of running footsteps draws near. Before I can even turn around, I hear two voices.
Yukun! Senpai, are you alright?
Yeah.
That's right. My friends aren't a burden to me. I've made it this far because they were with me. I'm not strong at all. But as long as I have my bonds with them, I can do whatever I have to. Show, why can't you see that?
More imbeciles. It seems deploying doppelgangers made from shadows wasn't enough.
Don't move. Get away from Yukun, or I won't show any mercy.
No need for histrionics. I'll concede now without them. Though, should I at least get rid of Narukami first?
No, they look exhausted from their battles so far, but Minazuki doesn't seem to be suffering at all. Just ignore me and save Yosuke and Chie.
Sounds like a bad plan. Haven't you ever heard the saying, the cornered stag is most dangerous? I don't think you have time or energy to waste.
Though Nato was standing at the ready, her eyes opened wide at the voice that interrupted us. It's the natural reaction for anyone who was involved in that case.
No. Why are you here?
A good question. Better question.
Whoa! What is this shaking?
It's begun. I'll be taking my leave. All that's left is to see this through.
Minazuki looks up at the creaking ceiling and then turns his back to us as if we hold no interest for him.
Hey, hold it!
Naoto and Labris, deciding they can't let him escape, fan out to flank Minazuki. I'm not sure now's the time to fight him, but it's too late now. I ready my own sword again and we all surround Minazuki.
You truly love to swarm, don't you? You find your strength by herding together.
Yeah, it allows us to overcome obstacles that are too strong for any one person to deal with. Dick.
But there are enough persona fragments now. I have no need to deal with you anymore.
What is this? My legs.
This again.
Minazuki's eyes begin to shine blood red and we lose control of our bodies. It's that power that held us down at the school gate. No, it's even worse than that, and it's got us all in its grip.
I am overtaxed. I've been relying on this borrowed power too much. But now is not the time to hold back.
Minazuki's expression seemed hardened for a moment, but in the next instant, he takes a great leap, farther than humanly possible, and descends before the great door. He disappears beyond that door, and the heavy sound of the door closing echoes through the room. All we could do was watch him go. Fortunately, his exit finally released us from the power that was holding us in place. We have to pursue him at once. However, as if taking his place, we hear the sound of approaching footsteps from the fog.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin. Bring on the ring.
See ya, Kuma. At the fur-clad woman's command, red pillars fall into the four corners of the room. I know this woman.
Mitsuru-san?
No, that's a fake.
Where's Minazuki? He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads a little this time?
You didn't see what we did after we kicked the shit out of you.
Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that brat.
We've killed a god. Adachi-san, who had put some distance between us without us noticing, speaks in his usual carefree tone from outside the invisible walls. It's true that Minazuki's power isn't normal. Does that mean that Sho received power from something beyond human understanding? Just like Adachi-san did once?
I mean, don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs. So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into. That might have hurt. What was that for?
You speak too much insult. Should I deal with you instead?
Whoa, no way! Where'd you get that idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
Interesting. He's kind of trying to help in a weird way. Adachi-san waves to us while leaving the classroom. Before I can even consider the message he left us with, the fake Mitsuru-san points a rapier at us.
Now it's time for your execution. I'll send you all to the afterlife, one after another.
I don't think so. Naoto's still injured and you just got very tired. He was also the last one to fight. So we're sending in Labby. Labby-chan.
Finally.
Give it up! Take him!
We're not through yet.
Ariadne!
Don't hold back, just go.
Damn it. Weaver's Art Inquisition. Gotcha. Jesus!
Like you'll need punishment.
Damn! Fuck! That was deadly. See ya. The red pillars shatter and the fake Mitsuru-san melts. The persona fragments the melting fake spits out float up, becoming a ribbon of golden light flowing to the top of the tower. We were able to escape danger, but the damage we've taken isn't light either. We can't just run off and chase after Minazuki immediately.
In any case, let's sort the situation out.
To give Yosuke and Chie some time to recover, we agreed to Naoto's suggestion and start sifting through all the information and speculations we have.
Sho was conspiring with the other Minazuki, and they enveloped this town in red fog. They then set things up so that we would fight our fakes here. When persona users fight inside the red fog, their persona is carved off into fragments, which are being harvested at the top of this tower.
So the whole time, this P1 climax was just to gather our persona fragments, right?
Right. And Sho and Minazuki are planning on using the gathered persona fragments on whatever it is they're summoning with this tower.
But what's Sho going through so much fuss to summon?
How they intend to use the persona fragments on this summoned entity, and what effects it'll have, remain to be seen.
Yeah, but Minazuki said he was gonna eradicate all living things by summoning this being. We can't let that happen.
Minazuki's trying to fix it so no one else but Sho exists anymore, right? That's pretty serious.
If that's what he's up to, we don't have much time left. We gotta hurry and stop him. Oh, hold on a sec. There's something I was wondering about.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah. That Minazuki guy told you he didn't have a split personality, right, Yukon?
Yeah, I definitely heard him say that.
And, that's what made me think that maybe there's a plume of dust stuck in it.
Oh.
Huh?
What do you mean? Well, I told Naoto-kun this before, but the plume of dust has to do with creating Igises in my hearts, right? When I met Minazuki, the plume of dust inside me resonated, like when I first met Igis.
Interesting.
So if Sho doesn't have split personality, but that Minazuki was a personality that showed up later, it got me wondering. Huh? But how? Why?
No, it's possible. Thinking about it. Mitsuru-san suspected that Labrys' kidnapper had ties to the Kirijo group. I looked into it as well, but during the reign of Koetsu Kirijo, Mitsuru-san's grandfather, a CEO of the Kirijo group, they performed many inhumane experiments, which led to the various shadow-related crises that Mitsuru-san's group continues to deal with. I wouldn't be surprised if Sho was a victim of one of the experiments from that time.
So, are you saying Sho had one of those plume thingies stuck into him as an experiment?
According to my theory, yes.
Seriously?
A heavy silence falls over us. If Sho's past was that horrible, it's no wonder he hates the world. I'd expect nothing less from the victim of inhumane human experimentation, artificially born and then covered up. Probably doesn't even know the importance of the bonds that people form.
Either way, we must hurry on. If we can rescue Mitsuru-san, she may be able to tell us more.
Everyone nods and we begin heading to the top of the tower. Not one person has mentioned a word about our friends who aren't with us. Rise, Kanji, Teddy, Yukiko, and the other shadow operatives fighting alongside Labrys. But it's not because we're not worried about them. It's that we believe in our friends to look after themselves. Rather than go back to town to check on them, we trust in them and put all our energy into climbing this tower. We have to move fast if we want to protect Sho and Minazuki's plan, prevent Sho and Minazuki's plan, and protect the town that's so precious to us. Plus, we need to know what Adachi-san's really up to. Oh, are we going right into the next one? Okay. Labrys and I lend our respective shoulders to Yosuke and Chie, who are still recovering from their injuries, as we climb the stairs to the top of the tower. We thought the distorted stairs would lead to another maze-like hallway, but they only go further and further up.
Hey, we're at the end. There's a door.
This is the door to the rooftop, right?
I'm going to open it.
Everyone nods, and Naoto opens the door. Freeze, I have a gun! What we see beyond it is a bizarre area we've never laid eyes on before. Outside, what looks like a landing with an enormous red moon shines bright on the sky. Okay, that's a weird sentence. There are countless cross-like objects embedded all over the ground, too, making it seem like an execution ground.
Where is this?
It's not part of Yasogami High. That much is certain. I've never seen this area before.
Hey, over there! Is that Mitsuru-san?
Sure is. Just like we saw in the Midnight Channel, Mitsuru-san is bound to the cross Chie points to. Is she unconscious? Her head hangs limp and she doesn't react to Labrys calling her name. As we try to hurry over to her, a figure moves to block our way.
Deploying enclosed battlefield. You will go no further.
Ooh. The summoned red pillars fall from the sky and surround us. Even here, they're forcing these battles on us.
I've been waiting for you, sister.
You ain't Igis. You're a fake too.
Labrys is right. That burning golden hue in the figure's eyes is a dead giveaway that it's a fake.
Indeed, I am a fake, sister. But is the distinction necessary for us?
What?
We are weapons forged in the shape of humans. Aren't we all fakes from the start?
Fakes of humans.
Have you forgotten? We have no comrades. You even fought and killed your sister units, no?
Excuse me, spoiler warning?
Damn it! Labrys, don't listen to her!
Labrys' past. It's filled with gruesome memories of battle. Her makers advanced the product line by having their prototypes fight each other. She was forced to destroy her sister units. Basically kill the rest of her family.
It's okay, Yosuke.
What? But
Labrys will be all right.
That's right. In the P1 Grand Prix, Labrys faced the shadow within her and accepted it. Our Labrys, standing with us now, shouldn't be swayed by such a cheap trick.
What's wrong, sister? Do you not hate humans?
Yeah, I do hate humans.
Then,
But not like how you mean it.
sister,
As much as I got a grudge against humans, it was humans that saved me. Yeah, the ones who made me did horrible things to me. To all the ones in my model. But hating all humans because of them is wrong. I like Yukon, and Mitsuru-san, and all the rest of them. It ain't right for you to destroy the world they all live in.
how unfortunate. I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude.
His solitude.
Don't waste your breath. I will see you die here, sister.
The fake Aigis-san charges towards Labrys at high speeds. This isn't good. Labrys is tied up supporting Chie and is in no position to fight back. I have the same problem propping up Yosuke too, which leaves only one person who can deal with this right now.
Naoto, I'm counting on you.
You don't have to tell me.
Naoto's persona, summoned with perfect timing, stops the fake Aigis-san's attack and forces it back.
Naoto-kun!
Great move, Naoto!
You really helped Naoto-kun.
Nonsense.
Let's make ourselves clear. As long as we're around, we won't allow you to so much as lay a finger on Labrys. I don't know what kind of solitude you or your creator is suffering, but we don't lightly forgive anyone who hurts our friends.
Then there's nothing more to discuss. Releasing limiters, switching to battle mode, annihilating targets.
We gotta go with Naoto. Technically, either of the other two could fight, but they clearly set up Naoto as the only one that could do this, so.
Final. Fight!
Use your
Bonk.
Not bad.
Whoop. Boom! What a fucking kick!
Good match. Nice work.
Hot damn. Also, I totally forgot about that Persona 3 song, which is a really good one for the boss battle theme. Ba, 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 ba. Fake Aigis-san begins to melt away. As everyone runs towards Mitsuru-san, I think about what the fake Aigis-san said. I would have thought you could understand my master Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. What I sensed from Sho when I met him was an intense, insane hatred for everything in this world. What could have pushed him so far that he decided to pursue an outrageous goal like destroying the world?
Mitsuru-san!
Where am I? Labrys, you came. Mitsuru-san, are you all right?
Yes. But aren't you all a bit too close?
Mitsuru-san comes to and we all look into her face. She seems pretty exhausted, but she does appear to be fully conscious.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry I'm late. Jeez, look how beat up you are.
Thank you, Labrys. Narukami, I thank you and your friends as well. But first, I must apologize. I said I would guarantee your security, but see how that turned out. We had almost identified the culprit, but...
What are you saying? You don't have to apologize now. Nobody cares.
Oh, that's kind of a blunt way to put it. While we were waiting for Mitsuru-san to recover, we share what we've learned so far with her. About this town, about Sho and Minazuki, and about their plan to call something terrible down.
Sho Minazuki, huh? How ironic that he would mimic his father's actions.
Oh, right. According to Naoto's account, when she and Labrys met Minazuki for the first time, Minazuki called the Shadow Operatives the ones who killed Sho's father. Going back to what Mitsuru-san just said, I'd say she knows something about who Sho is. Maybe she can give us the missing piece of the puzzle to crack this case. That is, apart from the mystery of who or what Sho is trying to summon.
I see. Shuji Akutsuki was his...
Mitsuru-san slowly closes her eyes and nods at Naoto's murmurings. Shuji Akutsuki. Is that the name of Sho's father?
The Kirijo group once had a branch specializing in shadow research. It was the Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory, Ergo Research for short. My grandfather, Koetsu Kirijo, provided Ergo Research with a vast budget to perform various experiments over many years. Experiments like Labrys and Aegis, anti-shadow suppression weapons with humanoid bodies that harbor personas, as well as countless inhumane experiments, such as creating artificial persona users through suppressants.
Mitsuru-san's expression grows even sterner. The damage that the Kirijo group left behind. So their cursed legacy is why Mitsuru-san and her shadow operatives are so devoted to their duty of exterminating shadows.
Sho Minazuki. His name was recorded in the Ergo Research Archives as the youngest test subject. Shuji Ikutsuki was the researcher of record. Afterwards, Ergo Research was dissolved in an explosive accident, burying their research. But in the confusion, Ikutsuki saved some of it.
And that included Sho Minazuki.
Yes, there's more to the story, but I've confirmed this much in what we've deciphered thus far of Ikutsuki's personnel file. Sho Minazuki seems to have been Ikutsuki's favorite test subject.
Test subject? But he's a person! How could he do such a horrible thing?
Well, mostly because Akutsuki is an asshole and insane.
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
For the first time, Mitsuru-san seems genuinely distressed. There's a lot on her shoulders. She wants to put an end to the scars in history that the monsters of the Kirijo group have left within her generation. But she's not alone. I'm sure Mitsuru-san's companions will keep supporting her, keep sharing in her burden as they walk alongside her.
Hey, Mitsuru-san. These experiments they did on Sho, were they really related to the Plume of Dusk?
That's correct. The central thrust of the experiment was to embed a plume of dusk into Minazuki.
No way! So that's what the Minazuki personality is?
Just as Labrys and Naoto had thought, a plume of dusk was implanted into Sho's body, which seems like it gave birth to a new self within him. That's one mystery down, though it's not hard to imagine how cruel Shuji Akutsuki's experiments were, since he didn't care at all about what was sacrificed for them. The thought must be reminding Labrys of her own past, since I noticed her meekly lowering her gaze. Yosuke hastily speaks up to lighten the mood.
Can I ask you something? Do you have any details about whatever it is he's trying to summon?
Please don't say Nyx.
No, I know nothing about that.
Thank God.
But if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
That was only to be expected, since Sho's desire is to destroy the world.
As we all share in a sinking feeling from that ominous prediction, a familiar voice echoes in everyone's mind. It's a persona communication.
Senpai, I finally got a hold of you. I'm so glad you're safe.
Voice. Rise, you're all right.
How you doing, girlfriend?
Mitsuru-senpai, are you okay? I was worried, you know.
Is that you, Yukari? You came. I'm sorry, but no. Thank you. You're always such a help to me.
I'm fine too. Kikuno-san has evacuated to safety as well.
Yamagishi, thank goodness. It seems I've also put you in danger.
After we finish confirming that we're okay, Rise raises her voice as if remembering something. Since we have no volume control on the Persona Com, everyone flinches at once.
Oh no, I forgot to connect you to Kanji and the others. Senpai, Teddy and Aegis are safe too. Just a sec, I'll put you in contact with them.
She forgot something that important? After some time, we hear the familiar voices echoing in our mind again.
Hey! Yukiko? Is that you? I'm so glad. Mm-hmm. Kanji-kun and Teddy are fine too. What about you, Chie? Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I got a few scratches, but it's no big deal.
Chicks dig scars.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yo, senpai! Sorry we're late.
Sensei!
Damn it, Teddy, I told you to quit rubbing your runny nose on me!
They never change. Even in a situation where we can't communicate properly, the rest of them are still in our thoughts. Because we all believed in each other, we're all gathered here now without anyone telling us to do so. That's when I recall what the fake Aiga-san said to Labras. I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. If what Mitsuru-san told us about Sho was right, then not only did he never meet anyone who could understand his burden of solitude, never even had the chance to form a relationship with anyone. So in that respect, there's not much separating Sho from us. If even one person had reached out to him, couldn't he have had the chance to change too?
Sister, you came to rescue us. Thank you. I'm all right. Aigus! Whew. I was really worried about you.
Man, it's getting crowded here. You guys really know who's who?
You're the only one who doesn't, Junpei-san. Though there are a few I haven't personally met yet either.
It seems everyone's all right. You have the devil's luck.
After both our investigation team and Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives are done being relieved that the others are safe, we have a big round of introductions. But the more I learn about them, the stranger their group seems. A costume hero, a baseball coach, a middle school student, and a dog? It's already surprising to see so many other Persona users, but these ones are, well, unique.
Quite a spirited crowd. But don't let your guard down yet. The battle isn't over.
Mitsuru-san smiles upon saying so. Hasn't been long since we met Mitsuru-san and her people, but I can tell just by overhearing their exchanges that they're bound by a strong trust, just like we are. With the battles behind us for now, everyone naturally starts having a friendly chat. I decided to take the opportunity to bring up what I was just thinking about with Mitsuru-san.
Mitsuru-san, I'd like to talk to you about Sho.
You wish to save him yourself? Is that what you were about to say?
Huh?
It's written all over your face. It would hardly be a surprise to hear you say it. There are many things to sympathize with regarding Minazuki's past. He too is a victim of the Kirijo group's dark side. Still, that does not give him license to endanger the world or hurt people. It doesn't change the fact that he is an enemy who must be defeated. Yet, you still wish to save him, correct?
Yes.
If Sho wished for the world's destruction because of the solitude forced on him, then we know how to save him from that. Mitsuru-san lets me finish, then fixes me with a solemn gaze.
Either way, things must be settled with Minazuki. We should brace ourselves.
Right, we can't lose this one.
Indeed, it's true that our enemy is powerful. But no matter how far apart we are, if we keep believing in each other, we'll always come back together. And that fact gives us strength.
Another earthquake! Uh-oh. Isn't it getting stronger?
Huh? This is... Careful, everyone. It stinks of shadows.
What?
Everyone instantly tenses up. The relaxed mood is shattered, and Rise raises her voice as if bracing herself.
Wait, this can't be.
What's wrong, Kujikawa?
It's shadows. Countless shadows are gathering at this tower. What? I'm picking up shadow readings. 20, 30. They keep coming. We can't stop them.
The shadows are passing through here. It looks like they're heading to the top of the tower.
Wait,
What's wrong, Rise?
Is this? The shadows that were already at the top are merging together.
Haha. The shadows are merging together. Something tells me the summoning that Sho mentioned has already begun, and a quick glance around tells me everyone is thinking the same thing. When I look down from the edge of the tower, the horde of shadows has already swallowed the ground and is now trying to cover this tower. This is bad. Rise's group is still near the tower's base, and Kanji's group is somewhere around the middle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before the shadows reach them. What do I do? Should I call them here at once, or should we head down to them? If we do that, then we can't do anything about the summoning that's going to happen any minute.
You have to go, Senpai. We'll hold things here.
Huh?
What are you surprised for? Of course we'd say that. You're the ones closest to the top.
You're right. Mitsuru, this is no time to fool around. Leave this to us so you can get to the roof.
What? But...
Mitsuru-senpai, you can't lose focus. Don't worry, we're pretty tough.
Yukari.
All right. It's a bit lonely here, but I'll do my best for your sake, Sensei.
Teddy.
Go, young man. There's no time to be indecisive. The bases are loaded, so go out swinging.
Junpei.
Tsuru-san raises her head and looks at us. Her expression is pure determination. You can see that she's made up her mind to trust in her companions, and that's that.
All three groups, separate and intercept the shadows. Yamagishi, Yukari, Kujikawa. Head to the lower levels. Destroy the enemy, but take caution. Akihiko, work with those on the middle level and block as many shadows as you can. Don't bother giving chase to whatever gets past you. We'll remain here and intercept the shadows as Narukami advances to the highest point of the tower.
Me?
You're the least injured of us all, and considering your skill, you're the most logical choice to send.
Please go, Senpai. We'll protect this place.
Yeah! I'm getting psyched! Go on ahead, Yukun!
Go get him, partner. Make sure you pull this off for our sake.
I'm counting on you, Yukun. You can't let Sho get his way. Go put an end to this.
With that, all of us here, and probably the ones still in the lower and middle floor levels, nod at once. Everyone gives me a supportive push, and I take a step forward.
You understand, right? Don't do anything reckless. And
I understand. I'll come back. If I can't do it, then I'll ask for help. There's no shame in leaning on your friends after all. No matter how many times I fail or make mistakes, I can do anything with them. I won't give up.
I knew someone once who I suspect felt the same way.
For an instant, Mitsuru-san's eyes are hazy, thinking of something or someone else. But the moment passes, and at once her steely eyes are turned to the countless shadows surrounding us by climbing the tower's outer wall.
Clear a path for Narukami. Is everyone in place?
Yeah!
Yes, of course.
Leave it to us.
Mitsuru gives the order, and everyone readies themselves to move. The shadows appearing one after another seem intent on completely swarming the stairs I'm on my way to now.
Once we give the signal, everyone attack. Here goes. 1, 2.
On Fukusan and Risei's signal, everyone dashes towards the whirling torrent of shadows. They form powerful shockwaves that come together, pushing back the limitless mass of shadows, mowing them down. A path clears in the center of the black wave, and I run towards it as fast as my legs will carry me.
We're all counting on you!
It's not just everyone in the investigation team. Right now, the hopes of Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives are pinned on me too. I can't waste the opportunity they gave me. There's no time to hesitate. Wait for me, everyone. Oh, okay. So we're 75% complete. And it's a straight line from here to the end. Everybody's met up. Good lord, there's a lot. Okay, but I think we're pretty close to being done with this. Which means that we might be starting episode P3 tonight. Because we gotta do both. We gotta do both. When I come to, I'm surrounded by blue. I'm seated in the usual place, in the usual room. Why did they summon me now? Actually, it's probably because of my situation that they summoned me. There's no need to be impatient. I already know that this place exists out of time.
You seem surprisingly calm. Your third ordeal has arrived. Do you think you can overcome it?
I don't answer. Whether I can do it or not isn't the question. I have to do it. As if seeing my determination, Margaret gives a satisfied smile.
I see. Your mind is already made up. And that's a fitting answer for you.
What is Sho trying to summon? How is he going to use the persona fragments?
Just as I'm about to ask her to tell me if she knows, Margaret cuts me off.
All I can do is watch over your journey. What is happening in your town must be ascertained with your own eyes.
Honestly, I knew she'd say that. I could only shake my head and smile. Instead, I decided to ask something that's been bothering me all this time.
Is Marie all right?
Marie is fighting desperately right now. Calamities in your town directly affect her. Your actions will decide the girl's fate.
Just as I thought. She seemed so weak when I saw her because the abnormalities in this town are affecting her. Looks like I've got one more thing to fight for.
One last thing. The young man who rejects everything and wishes to destroy the world? You hold the key to his salvation. Depending on what you choose, you may be able to awaken him as an official guest.
Sho is a guest? What is that supposed to mean? Just as I'm about to ask, the scenery distorts and becomes hazy. I come to again. I'm by myself, standing about halfway up the stairs to the top of the tower. Oh, this place is fucked up. The long stairway finally comes to an end, and I step into the area at the top of the tower. Strange patterns are inscribed on the floor, and all around me at regular intervals are these eerie pillars. This was carefully arranged, much different from the distorted places we've seen up to now. Up above, a large vortex glows ominously, swallowing the countless shadows gathered here, and directly underneath is a giant crystal of some kind. Whatever that shining emerald thing is, it's floating in midair. And there, right past it, right beside it, Sho and Adachi-san. I can't help but tense up, but on closer inspection, Adachi-san is on one knee like he's kneeling before Sho. Huh? What's happening? Neither Sho nor Adachi-san have noticed me yet. I hide behind the pillars and slowly get close enough to make out their voices.
You bastard! What are you thinking? You know how important this thing is! Are you trying to ruin my plan?
Ouch. Important thing. Plan. That must mean the floating object over there is all the persona fragments they took from us. Yeesh. Sho was just looking down at Adachi until all of a sudden he kicked up at his body. Adachi-san's knocked back from the direct hit and he gives a pained groan. What? What in the world is going on here?
That's what I said. I tried to destroy those persona fragments by striking when I saw the chance.
You worthless rat. I knew you weren't worth shit. But to think you were biding your time for this. Well...
Ow. Did I hear that right? Adachi-san wasn't Sho's accomplice. He tried to catch Sho off guard to destroy the crystal? Then Adachi-san was trying to prevent Sho's plan from the very beginning.
You asked me before. You said, don't you hate this world too?
Huh? That's right. Well, you were just trash I was gonna use from the start. Once everything was ready and I cut up the rest of them, I was gonna kill you slow. Still, I at least gave you the chance to have some fun, you piece of shit. I was gonna let your crap slide until I showed you the end of the world you never got to achieve. Why not? Right?
Don't think we're the same, you little brat.
What? What was that?
You think the whole world hates you just because someone didn't treat you right. You're nothing but a little kid throwing a tantrum. You know, I seriously hate this world. Don't put me in the same shoes as a half-assed brat like you. Please.
You're so finished, you bastard. I'll kill you just like you want.
Sure, I'm lame. Whatever. But you don't know yet, do you? Those guys don't play around. You better be prepared.
Die, you piece of shit.
I don't think so. Sho grabs Adachi-san by his collar and points his sword at the detective. I've bided my time long enough. I was hoping for a better opening, but I rush in now.
Stop it, Sho!
Sho glares at me while breathing heavily. There's nothing but hate in his stare.
Oh, you're early. Way to ruin the moment.
Is Adachi-san safe? I glance to check on him and feel a slight bit of relief. He's hurt badly from the beating he took at the hands of an agitated Sho, but it doesn't seem to be life-threatening.
Just to be clear, I didn't do it for you guys. I just wanted to set things right for myself. I know, you're not that type of person.
Adachi-san came here to honor his promise in his own way. Finding that out was more than enough for me. The load on my chest that's been there all this time is gone, and I actually feel good now.
You're such a know-it-all. It's not very attractive.
With that typical bit of sarcasm, Adachi-san falls unconscious. That's when Sho suddenly barks out a strange laugh.
What's so funny?
What are you guys getting all desperate for?
It's disgusting. It makes me sick. I hate it when people get all goody-goody. I'll destroy everything! Everything! I'll destroy every...
Okay. Happened all of a sudden. Like a machine blowing a fuse, Sho's enraged rant stops and he falls silent. His body goes limp like a marionette whose strings have been cut, but eventually it spasms and stands eerily straight.
He's getting too worked up. That's a bad habit of his.
Ah, shit.
You must be the other one, Minazuki.
I didn't think you would put up this much of a fight. Perhaps I should have killed you back then after all.
Minazuki, you said then that you did all this to grant Sho's wish. But this isn't the way to save him.
And I said that's your perspective on the matter. All I'm here for is to grant this boy's wish.
Do you still not get it? That's not Sho's wish.
Are you delusional? I know the boy. I know of his hatred and his suffering. His father, Shuji Yakutsuki, abandoned this boy. He used the child for his own desires and then discarded him when he was as good as dead.
Shuji Yakutsuki.
This is the world that abandoned him. That's why this boy came to detest everything about this world and wished for it all to disappear.
No, Sho just doesn't know yet. What he's been through isn't all there is to the world. It's not too late.
Silence. I know what I am. I am a shard of one who brings about death.
Oh shit, you're a part of Thanatos? No, you're a part of Nyx. That's so much worse.
This boy wishes for the death of all. Then I will use my true nature to destroy this world.
That's not it. I can tell Sho's hatred does run deep. Maybe he did wish for everything in this world to just disappear. But that's not what he truly wants deep down. Sho adores the bond between people and yearns for that himself. Because he can't have it and the world doesn't accept him, he's had to live with such dark emotions he has no idea how to deal with. He just doesn't know how to express himself. Minazuki was born from the plume of dusk, so he's just responding to Sho's darker desires. He's fixated on granting Sho's wish to destroy the world, but that's not what Sho really needs.
For Sho's sake, too. I will defeat you.
Very well. Come and fight.
Yeah, I did not realize that Plumes of Dusk were created from fucking Nyx, aka the God of Death, Tsukiyomi. I'll show you the truth.
Finally. Fight!
Closing in.
Damn you!
Not enough. Better. Can you take it? Better. Nice try. There. Succumb. What? Let's end this.
Boom!
1,000 die while a million are born.
It's over!
Myriad truths. Man, once I figured out how to loft people with the all-out attack and then just follow up on that, damn. Feels good. The strike with all my strength behind it hits Minazuki and he hunches over. I take my sword back in hand and swing it with all the power I can bring to bear. Minazuki's knees buckle and he falls to the ground, or so it seems.
What?
Minazuki won't fall. He supports his trembling legs with his own arms. He keeps glaring at me as he tries to ready his sword again.
I'm not done yet.
Minazuki, why are you trying to grant Sho's wish?
A foolish question. I awakened within this boy. It's only natural for me to grant his desires.
Though he'd kept a cool head thus far, Minazuki barks his response at me. He keeps trying to stand despite his injuries, and all I see is the strong will, someone determined to protect what's important to him. Minazuki, you still don't understand? You're just like us.
Minazuki, You are strong. You don't realize it either. Your strength.
It's founded on the strength of your bonds with Sho.
It's founded on the strength of your bonds. I don't know exactly what you are. Since you were born from a plume of dusk, maybe you really are a shard of one who brings about death. But no matter how you hurt, or how badly you're about to fall, the power that lets you stand up for someone else, that comes from bonds. Impossible. I am this boy's. No one lives alone. You protected Sho and supported him all this time. You should know that by now.
That's right. No one can live by severing ties with other people. If Sho doesn't know how to do this because of the life he's led, then we just have to show him how. I'm sure even Mitsuru-san and the other Shadow Operatives will accept Sho, just like they did with Labris. They'll also lock him up and give him severe psychological counseling. And maybe some drugs. It's such a simple thing that even the fake Aigus-san figured it out, so there's no way that you can't see this. Right, Minazuki?
I see.
What's with this sappy drama?
I'm sorry, what?
You're...
Aha! You must be Sho-chan's Minazuki-kun. You're disqualified from the P1 climax. Time for you to make your exit!
Who are you?
Bastard.
Okay.
Kagutsuchi?
Did you think I didn't know? Of course I did! I knew from the very beginning about your idea to use the power left inside Adachi Baby to suppress me!
Okay.
So you deduced even that.
Oh, and...
The General Teddy before us. No. This thing that Minazuki called Kagutsuchi gives me a look that makes some unexplainable fear rise in the pit of my stomach.
You, Narukami! You defeated this fool, so you're the champion of the P1 climax! Congratulations!
Cool. Is there a belt? Trophy? Prize money?
Your prize is your execution.
Happened all in the blink of an eye. Minazuki, who should have been behind me, disappeared, and the next instant he was closing in on General Teddy. And then the blade he was holding was run through General Teddy's body.
Ow! What do you think you're doing?
What do you intend to do with this boy, Kagutsuchi?
What am I going to do? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill him. I'll grant that brat you're so fond of what he wants. A world of solitude. But I'll be the only one there. It will be a world all for myself, where only I exist.
Oh! General Teddy's mannerisms change, and he effortlessly hoists up Minazuki, who just pierced him with his blade. This ominous, hate-drenched voice sounds like it's coming from the depths of hell. What in the world is this thing?
This body had reached its limit anyway. It's only a fate made with shadows, after all. It was never meant to support itself for long. Fortunately, a horde of shadows to create a vessel, and persona fragments to control it have been gathered.
What?
Well done, my puppet. It is thanks to you that everything came together so splendidly. All that's left is to fuse that brat with the shadows as a base, and then devour the persona fragments to inhabit my new corporeal form. You, Narukami. I was born when this town was enshrouded in fog. I have quite the connection with all of you.
What?
I pay no heed to others. I am the collective will of those who abandon all connections and strive to live only for themselves. I will incinerate everything. I will murder, trample, and cast you humans down into the depths of despair. My name is Hino Kagutsuchi, one who kills all who live in this world.
Okay. What called itself Hino Kagutsuchi laughs, and then a scarlet fog, incomparably thicker than before, pours out of General Teddy's body. The fog enters the helpless Minazuki through his eyes, ears, mouth, and wounds he sustained during the battle.
Bastard.
Show!
As I try to rush over, General Teddy's body, which is now an empty husk, turns into a black chunk of shadow, starts to bubble as it disintegrates. At the same time, what used to be Minazuki turns its evil red gaze towards me. Oh, hi.
How I love to hear that cry, you Narukami. What do you think? I had lent this brat my power, but my full presence is a bit different.
You're Kagutsuchi!
Has immense power far beyond what Sho used when I faced him. My entire body is being crushed against my will. My joints scream out in pain. Even my lungs are compressed, preventing me from breathing normally.
Don't worry. I won't let you die so quickly. You will live to witness my advent, and will be the first sacrifice to my power.
Alright, pop quiz, everybody. Can you see the exact moment when he makes his fatal mistake? Because I believe it's right here.
I won't let you do this!
Your nerve astounds me, but I wouldn't be so sure. Your allies are about to be overwhelmed by the flood of shadows. You all fought so long within this red fog, just as I planned. You are exhausted to your very souls. You have no hope of defeating me now. My first puppet was quite useful for that purpose. I had directed it at you with the aim of harvesting your personas, but...
Aha.
You mean Labrys?
Ah, is that what you call it? Had I taken your shadows from my own, their own wills would have made them less obedient than I required. I learned that in the previous battles. Thus did I prepare this fog and my new scheme to carve away at your personas. Personas are the suppressed strength of heart. Nothing is better suited to suppress the will of shadows than that.
So that's why!
It's got a pretty good evil laugh. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Now is the time for despair. This new form that you have given me. Behold it!
Oh, hi. Well, the giant shadow that shows itself through the severe quaking and gusts of wind slowly approaches, all while spewing out fluids that look like red, stagnant blood. This is the vessel we ended up giving Hino Kagutsuchi, a giant form made from the fusion of countless shadows, a real monster. This is the body it was gathering shadows to put together, but...
Everyone, lend me your strength.
I will defeat this monster and return to you all. Okay, it's boss battle time. Ow. I can't even tell if I'm doing anything to it. Jesus. Ow. Oh, I did kill it. Okay, it doesn't have a health bar. How am I supposed to know?
Impossible! What power is this? How can one human's power alone be enough to best me?
Hino Kagutsuchi. That's what holds you back. The power I wield. The power we wield. It will never succumb to someone like you!
Silence, pest! I will not lose! I am stronger than anything!
I mean, you say that, but I just kicked your ass by accident. Hino Kagutsuchi's giant arm swings up high into the sky. This isn't good. This place takes a direct hit from that enormous thing, never mind sweeping me off my feet. It could destroy this entire tower, what with all that quaking.
Persona.
Whoa! Hey, Magatsu Izanagi. Faster than I can call my persona, the other Izanagi flies toward Kagutsuchi from behind, slashing at its giant arm and knocking it back.
Adachi-san? What are you doing? I set everything up perfect for you, and you still didn't finish it off before I woke up.
The way he scratches his head and rolls his eyes? Without a doubt, that's the Adachi-san I know. Did he save me? Up until now, he's just dropped hints for us here and there, never doing anything to help us out directly. Seeing me surprised at this small change, noticeable only to those who know him, Adachi-san furrows his brow. He's displeased, in an ever so slightly embarrassed way.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? I don't have time to waste either. So let's hurry up and put it into this!
Right.
I could feel it. The two Izanagis respond to each other and melt into one. I've never felt this fusion of conflicting powers before. They eventually coalesce into a sword, which launches itself towards Hino Kagutsuchi's enormous roaring form.
Nagatsu Izanagi!
That's pretty cool, actually. The giant sword formed with the torrent of power pierces Hino Kagutsuchi and disperses its body into fragments.
Hino Kagutsuchi! It's over!
Kind of wish I'd been able to, like, see that, but that's still cool. Oh, maybe we do.
Impossible! How could I fall to this trickery of fans?
Man, you're not even a major god. Nice. After Hino Kagutsuchi's body crumbles away, the red fog disappears little by little from our sight. The area is covered in silence. The night sky turns back to its usual color, with a beautiful moon shining in the sky.
My sincere congratulations on winning the P1 Grand Prix.
Hi? The sudden voice surprises me and I turn around. Standing right there is a woman in deep azure-colored clothes. Dachi-san's nowhere to be seen.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
Though what you just defeated now was different in form, it appeared to be another embodiment of man's consciousness that wishes for death. And suffice to say, I had my own reason to witness its end.
She really hates Nyx.
Your own reason, huh?
That is correct.
I don't really get it, but she probably means that she came to witness Hino Kagutsuchi's end. It's fine since it's over now, but couldn't she have at least helped out a bit? Not that I'd ever say anything like that to her face. I've heard before that Elizabeth has her own wish, but trying to grant it is why she left the room. Maybe she's cooperating with us in her own way.
By the by, this tower will disappear momentarily.
How momentarily?
Huh?
That's right, I completely forgot about that. This tower is a transient thing that appeared in the red fog. And so now that the fog's gone, this place will go back to its usual self, Yasugami
Can I ask
High.
a favor, Elizabeth?
A favor? Depending on what you ask, I'll have to demand payment.
I'm not sure about that. But can you please send all my friends in this tower somewhere safe?
Haha. If that is all you ask, it's as easy to grant as having an orange at a kotatsu.
You've actually used a kotatsu?
No, It was merely a figure of speech. I've never so much as seen a kotatsu.
I love Elizabeth.
Very well then. I will transport your friends to somewhere safe as you wish. Oh, where would this somewhere safe be? Ah, yes. The perfect place has occurred to me. I shall send you all there.
I wish she wouldn't decide things like that on her own. It'd be nice if she'd just tell me where she's gonna send us. Before I can ask her, she raises a hand and my vision fills with such brightness that I forget to argue. Wait, where is she sending us?
Well then, you. Hasta la vista, baby. Until the day we meet again. Farewell.
Now, oddly enough, unlike all of the main players, the Velvet Room attendants definitely remember the events of Persona Q and Persona Q2. They have to. There's no other way. Well, we've still got 2 bits to go. And then it's 82% complete. It sure feels like there's something we're missing, doesn't it? Weird. The light slowly dims and my vision returns. Okay. I am indeed standing in a safe place, the studio and the TV world. It's a relief to look around and see everyone else here, too. They all look confused as to what happened, but when I approach them, they break into a smile and congratulate me on my victory. You know, seeing everyone in one place like this, we've got quite the crowd together.
Well done, Narukami. I'm sorry for the trouble we caused.
No, we owe you too. Thank you for stopping the shadows.
Akihiko-san comes up from behind me and nudges my shoulder. When I look towards him, he smirks in that dauntless way.
Wish I could have gone to the top myself, but I'll let you take the glory this time.
Thank you, Akihiko-san.
I hear a fuss then, and look towards the exit from this world at the center of the studio. Everyone is gathered around the stacked up TVs. Wondering what this is all about, we head over.
My guy keeps saying this is my world. You have to go through this TV to get out to your world, Junpei.
Huh? We go through a TV to get out of the TV? Come on, Blue Daruma, quit kidding around.
It's for real. But, now that you mention it, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Going into a TV leads you out of the TV?
Jeez, what are you making it all complicated for? It's fine. The TVs are connected. These things only get confusing because you overthink them.
I don't believe this. Look, you just gotta show him.
It seems Teddy and the others are trying to explain about the TV world to the shadow operatives we've just met today. Yukari-san and Ken-kun seem to somewhat understand, but Junpei-san just isn't getting it, and Teddy and Yosuke are having a hard time explaining it to him. And again, Junpei-san might be too distracted with the shock of seeing Kanji stick his head into the TV right next to him.
Dude, what are you doing?
Whoa, crap!
Kanji quickly pulls out of the TV and stumbles backwards. Unfortunately, right behind him were Teddy and Junpei-san, watching a little too closely. Back of Kanji's head hits Teddy's face, and the back of Teddy's head directly hits Junpei-san's face. Force of the hit causes Junpei-san to go rolling all the way to the edge of the studio. Wonder if he's okay.
Stupid Kanji, that hurt! Don't you know the saying, a head in motion tends to stay in motion?
Shut up! It's your fault for rubbernecking! When I stuck my head out, I saw a security guard making the rounds. Huh?
Junpei, why are you sleeping on the floor? And just when we were trying to explain things to you.
Teddy, that's not right. If I had to pick sides, I'd say Junpei-san was clearly the victim right now.
Hey, wait a sec. Kanji-kun, did you just say there was a guard out there?
Huh? Yeah.
Then the town's back to normal. The people who disappeared must be safe now, right?
Ooh, that's right! Good job, Junpei. You did great!
I'm not sure what I had to do with it. All right, it finally feels like we won! We saved the town our very own selves.
We did it!
A cheer erupts from all my friends on the investigation team at once. Seeing us in high spirits, the shadow operatives also come forward and join us all as we congratulate each other in the brave fight. I'm so glad I was able to protect my friends. I sense someone looking at me. When I turn around, I see a figure watching us from a distance. That red hair, the uniform jacket tied around his waist, the sword in each hand. That's
Show.
Everyone turns around as this and tenses up. Sho doesn't say anything. He just points the tip of the blade he's holding at me. He must mean that he'll come challenge me to a fight again someday.
Come at us however many times you want, but next time we'll fight one-on-one, fair and square.
For a brief instant, it looks as if Sho's mouth forms a smile. Doesn't last long though, because he turns to run and quickly disappears. Is I seeing things? No, I doubt it.
That boy. So he survived.
Yes.
Regrettably, he is a serious criminal who tried to destroy the world. We cannot leave him be.
I understand.
But I won't be so stubborn this time. I ask that you all cooperate with us in capturing Minazuki.
I'm honestly surprised at this. After the P1 Grand Prix came to a close, Mitsuru-san clearly told us to not get involved any further and rejected all our offers to help. I understand that she did it so as not to drag us into anything dangerous. We decided to save Sho. Mitsuru-san must have come to understand our feelings and included us in the search for him. Sho's never had a chance to interact with people. He has no idea how. So we'll fight with him as many times as it takes, explaining our true feelings to him each time. We'll do it over and over until it sinks in that what it means to get involved with people. As long as Sho keeps trying for us, I'll answer him with all my strength. So in a way, my answer is already decided.
Yes, of course.
With that, the members of the investigation team who seem to have been listening chime in from behind me.
Leave it to me. My persona's gotten real strong. I'll find that show in no time so Senpai can breathe easier.
I think this might be explaining, like, the arcade mode.
That reminds me, that dude was wearing our uniform. I guess we should start by beating the crap out of everyone at school?
No violence yet, Kanji-kun. An investigation must be carried out based on thorough examination and confirmed evidence.
Was he wearing our uniform? I didn't notice at all.
No.
I remember Minnie's smell, too.
Minnie.
He can run, but he can't hide from Teddy's nose.
Dude, will you stop giving everyone and everything those weird nicknames?
Does your nose even work anymore? You've been sneezing this whole time.
No, I haven't. That was because of the red fog. It was filled with a terrible curse and...
Curses don't exist. Although given what Kagutsuchi was after, I suppose it did have an effect of that sort in truth.
Why are we so scatterbrained? Can't you guys stay on one topic for 10 seconds?
Nope.
Oh, sheesh.
Good. It's like always. I can't help but smile and join in with everyone. I'm not alone. Even if it turns out that I have to fight Sho again, my friends and I will handle it. We're the investigation team, after all. So it makes me wonder what the P3 episode is going to be. When we return from the TV world, an utterly mundane world is waiting for us. As we stand around in the quiet dawn at Junes before it opens, Yosuke looks around at the eyebrow-raising outfits of the shadow operatives. I think I'll not tell anyone about him, sighing, "Thank goodness we came out at this hour." And again, I'm at a loss for what to do when we go to Yasugami High, closed for the holiday, to see Mitsuru-san off, and a pitch-black military helicopter lands on the grounds. After seeing them all off, we return to the empty pre-dawn food court and take our usual seats.
Sitting here makes it feel like I'm really back.
Indeed. It seems that for now, the case is closed.
Man, that guy sure gave us some grief. Wasn't the world on the brink of ending?
Again?
Mm-hmm. Although, I felt a bit sorry for him.
Huh? For who?
You can't even figure that out? She's talking about how Sho probably didn't want to turn out that way.
Yeah, he's a really clumsy kid. I keep thinking about how similar I was, you know?
According to Mitsuru-san, ever since Ikutsuki abandoned Sho, he was left for dead in the hospital's care. I surmise that is where he learned of Ikutsuki's death, and later heard this plan's proposal for Minazuki.
That reminds me, that thing that showed up at the end. Hino Kagutsuchi, right? What was that thing really?
Yeah, it said it was born when this town was enshrouded in fog.
And that's not all. It was all over my fuzzy head, but what was that collective will of so-and-so part about?
I guess it was formed from the hearts of people who only think about themselves, never caring what happens to others.
Yeah,
When the fog covered this town last time, the hearts of people who only cared about their own safety gathered and formed that Hino Kagutsuchi.
That's a sad way to be. I wonder why some people think like that.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it except to do our best. By the way, partner.
Yeah?
Did you see Adachi up there? What happened to him in the end?
No way! Adachi-san?
That bastard was here?
Oh yeah, I hadn't told everyone yet. By the time I turned around after defeating Hino Kagutsuchi, Adachi-san was already nowhere to be seen, but...
Don't worry about him. He'll obey the rules.
No one asked any more questions after that. None of us say as much, but there's a strange kind of trust we have about Adachi-san, who told us that he'd obey the rules of this world. And in this case, at least, Adachi-san was true to his word.
All right then, let's go home. But man, some long holiday this turned out to be.
Right?
Seriously, Yukun came to visit and we didn't get to talk at all. Oh well. But now that it's all over, I think I had fun.
Yuki-chan, have you turned to violence? Thinking back on it, I did see some dangerously scary faces from you.
Nice.
Eddie, would you like to see me angry?
Ah! There! That's exactly what I'm talking about!
Does someone understand what Yukiko-senpai means? Despite the lost time, we've gathered as a group again. I'm glad for that much.
We all silently nod in agreement to this. Once today is over, we'll return to our normal lives and walk our own paths. Even then, someday, no matter when it might be.
Yosuke-senpai, I'm hungry. Can we go grab a bite yet?
Oh, meat sounds great right now. You'll scale treat, of course.
I'm not treating anyone. The store's not even open. Stop trying to make me treat you guys every time.
Things really haven't changed at all. Oh, Senpai, look!
Rising sun? I look to where Rise is pointing and see the sun starting to rise from far beyond the town. Those thick thunderclouds that had covered Inaba yesterday seem to have disappeared along with the fog.
Let's go, everyone.
It's going to be some nice weather in Inaba today. Epilogue. So, do we watch the epilogue now? Oh, we have to. Never mind. I was going to say, do we watch the epilogue or do we go to P3? But we can't go to P3 because it's not unlocked yet. And like that, the long holiday is almost over. We're on our way to the station. I said I didn't need anyone to see me off, but since I didn't get much time to relax, deep down I was happy to spend even a little more time with everyone. As we get closer to the station, a familiar figure comes walking from up ahead. As we're about to pass each other, she speaks to me.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, same to you.
It's not like I really did anything. I was getting my butt handed to me and you weren't around. Like, that was fun.
You were keeping Dojima-san and everyone else safe, weren't you? That was a huge help.
Stupid no-tech love machine. You're being too honest with me. Stupid.
I love Marie. Marie blushes, somewhat embarrassed, but she was protecting this town from the worst of Hino Kagutsuchi's effects. That must have been extremely hard on her.
Hey, this town, do you like it?
Huh? Yeah, I love it.
Go home already. Get out of here and come back soon, jerk.
That was an even bigger outburst than usual. I wanted to express my thanks to her more, but, well, seeing her in good spirits again relieves me. I'm sure she'll continue to watch over everyone in this town. And as I watch her run off, I hurry and catch up to my friends who've gone on ahead. When we reach the platform, Dojima-san, who was already here, hands me my belongings.
Thanks for bringing my things all the way here.
Don't worry about it. Man, you seem pretty busy. So, if you're headed back, does that mean things are settled?
Yeah.
There's a hint of reproach in Dojima-san's eyes. A detective's intuition is an impressive thing. I can tell he still trusts me since he's stopping short of grilling me for details. Just wish he'd stop with that drill-like stare.
Yes.
Take some more time off the next time you come. She seemed pretty lonely.
Oh. Nanako looks away sadly as Dojima-san pushes her forward. She's pouting a little. Nanako, I really feel bad that I couldn't spend more time with her.
Oh, you can. It's almost time.
Well then, time to disband the investigation team for real this time.
I feel a little down when you actually come out and say it like that.
Yes, but disbanding means that the case has been solved. We should take pride in that at least.
Investigation team?
Oh, crap! Chie's dog went missing, so...
Huh? Really? If you had told me, I would have rushed to help in a jiffy.
Where are you falling for that? Just stay quiet.
That's not fair. I wanted to help too.
Of course you did.
I'm sorry, Nanako. I'll be back in the summer.
Really?
Whoa, for reals?
You're gonna stay the whole summer, right?
Oh,
Yay! That's more than a month! We could do anything then!
Let's see, the summer festival? Going swimming in the ocean? Ooh, and the fireworks show!
Somehow we've gotten sidetracked to the subject of me staying here for my whole summer vacation. I hadn't decided myself how long I'll be here then. In spite of myself, I glanced towards Dojima-san.
We wouldn't mind at all. Nanako would love to have you around.
Yay!
The train will be arriving shortly. Please step behind the white lines for your safety.
Big bro!
Aw. As I lift my luggage, Nanako rushes over to hug me. She was pouting before, but it looks like her sadness has reached its limits.
I don't want you to leave. I want to play with you too.
Oh.
Nanako.
You really didn't get to spend much time with her.
Nana-chan, I'll play with you.
I know, Nanako-chan, come over to my place. We have a dog.
No, I want Big Bro.
Sorry, give me a second here.
Nanako, if you keep saying such selfish things, I'll tell you a scary story before bed.
Oh no. Nanako freezes for a moment with a sudden jolt before reluctantly letting me go. Dojima-san, I'm not sure that's a good way to keep her in line.
We'll have more time over the summer vacation, Nanako. We can play more then.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know Nanako-chan doesn't like scary stories.
Yeah, if she sees a scary story on TV before bed, she can't go to the bathroom by herself. I'm the one who gets woken up in the middle of the night.
Dad!
Sorry.
Jeez, we're through, Dad.
Nanako, tired of being teased so much, rushes into the train, even though the departure bell is already ringing. That was not good timing. Ah! I chase after Nanako and rush into the train just as the door closes behind me. Dojima-san and my friends are left behind on the platform with dumbfounded expressions. As the scenery begins to slowly move, they all start chasing after our train. Nanako looks back and forth between me and the others outside and seems a bit panicked. I grin and then look around inside the train for a seat where we can both sit down until the next station. Nanako, still best Nanako. Kanji's house?
Broken? Eaten? Why the hell does it keep changing like that? Break? What is it, a car? I don't even have any brothers named Ken!
What?
Oh my! Are you studying English? It must be a cold day in hell.
Bro, Ken! Oh my god!
You old haggard! I'm trying to study here, so quit making fun of me!
My. He's embarrassed.
Damn, my mom looks so happy. I ain't doing this because I want to. I ignore her and turn back to this study aid thing.
Oh, that's right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it? Quit bothering me. I just hurry up and ask already.
Well, our dyes seem to be running out much faster lately. Do you know anything about that?
I get all flustered at her sudden question.
How should I know? Maybe we had a burglar or something.
Oh my. A burglar who only steals dyes?
Like I said, how should I know? You're probably just imagining it anyway.
Is that so? How odd.
Man, she's weirdly sharp about this stuff. I can't let her figure it out yet. She can't know that I'm, like, thinking about the family business and all. My senpai are third years now, so it's only natural that they talk now and then about our plans for the future. And I've been giving it some thought myself, so I decided to start training in secret about stuff like dying. Huh? What's the studying for? That's, well, that's part of my plan too.
I just remembered. That navy blue handkerchief I washed yesterday had an odd unevenness to its coloring.
What? Like how? That handkerchief was my best work lately, and...
Wait, the one I washed was a white handkerchief. Ah, the ravages of age. I keep misremembering things.
You old hack!
Molly is chuckling all the while. That old hag, she knew. Feeling embarrassed about my secret training getting found out, I take a break from studying and pick up one of the dyed goods out in the store.
The color just isn't the same.
I compare it to the fabric I dyed for my mascot plushie. I didn't notice until I actually worked with dyes of my own, but Ma's dyed goods are something else. How did she get the dyes to do that? Catch myself sighing and shake the cobwebs out of my head. You senpai's gone back to the city, and my other senpai are probably leaving town next year too, according to their post-grad plans. Risei and Naoto too. Even now they're away from Inaba more than they're here. To be honest, it's sad to see us all go our separate ways, but the funny thing is, I don't feel as nervous about it as I did. Maybe it's because I found a goal I can be proud of. And that goal is to become a pro craftsman, spreading my dyed goods across the world. I do that, and my friends who leave Inaba won't be lonely no matter where in the world they end up. First, I gotta get better at dyeing, and I need to learn to speak English too. With new resolve, I look up at the Tatsumiya shop curtain. Seeing those vibrant, perfectly dyed colors, can't help but feel a wicked laugh rising up in me.
I ain't giving up, goddammit!
This is actually good because I already know that Dancing All Night does not go into this much detail on what happens to them afterwards.
Excuse me.
As I'm picking up the empty plates from the parlor, which is as lively as usual, a guest beckons me over.
Whoa, you're a high school girl and a manager? That's awesome.
Hey, could you wash my back later?
Sir, please don't joke like that. Well, I might consider it if you held a party here every day for the next year.
Really? I'll take you up on that.
Thank you for your patronage. Of course, I must ask that you pay for everything up front.
Huh?
While the guest is stunned, I exit the parlor. Even people like him are important guests. It'd be easy to lash out, but I've started to learn lately that there are other ways to deal with them.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lean on you and the others if I'm ever feeling stressed. Please help me out if that happens.
Really? You've gotten so dependable all of a sudden.
I can't help but smile a little at the waitress' delight. The reason I'm able to try my best like this isn't because of my strength alone. It's more that I want to keep pushing myself further because I have people who depend on me. And I think it's because of that case that I'm thinking this way now. I've made my decision to take over the inn, and everyone is cheering me on. To live up to their expectations, I need to train hard, so I won't be a disgrace as the inn's manager. Even when it comes to cooking, I don't have to be as good as the chefs. I just need to be able to make some simple appetizers by myself. As I move to the corner of the kitchen I was borrowing, I check the contents of the pot. Ooh.
I think it's missing a bit of tartness. Maybe I should use yogurt. Huh? It burned? That's odd. I was sure this was how the chefs did it.
Yuki-chan? I smell something burning. Are you okay?
I'm okay. For now.
You're improving as a manager, but I think your progress as a cook is still bumpy.
I can't help but sigh at the waitress' gentle rejection as I stare at the burnt pot. Maybe I should get more people to help taste my food. Yeah, I'm not alone, so I'm sure my friends will be eager to help me out. I don't know about that, Yuki.
I'm gonna leave math for later. I gotta start with general ed questions first.
I wave the white flag at the incomprehensible row of numbers and open up a different book. Sheesh, this one's pretty thick too.
What is this? Some kind of old manuscript? Oh, I'm in great shape at least. How come there aren't any practical skills in the primary exam?
I give up at the endless list of formal sentences and plop onto my bed. Comfortable feeling of my pillow slowly lures me to sleep.
So sleepy.
It's no use. I know when I'm beat. The sample questions for the police employment exam are too
I
tough.
bet Master would totally ace the written exams too. I mean, he'd make it to the top easy.
Remember declaring to Akihiko-san my dream to be a police officer when I got to see him again during the incident the other day. Why a police officer? It's simple, really. So I can protect everything I care about. Things like my family and friends, and this town itself where I have so many good memories of growing up. Yukun's gone back far away to the city, and since Yosuke's decided to go to college, he'll eventually leave Inaba too. Rise-chan and Naoto-kun will probably have to do a lot of traveling in their work, and even Yukiko said she might go do some innkeeper training elsewhere. Kanji-kun's supposedly up in the mountains in search of dyes and cooking wood, I think. Wait, that part about the cooking wood seems off. But even if we end up separated, it won't change the fact that we can always come back here to Inaba. That's why I'll protect this town. That, I think, is the real strength everyone gave me.
All right, I'm gonna become a police officer, no doubt about it. If Master's at the top, I'll work my way up to his level.
And that's why I can't be bummed out just because I'm stumbling a bit over subjects I'm not so good at. I lightly slap both my cheeks to wake myself back up and get a second wind, then I jump out of bed and head back to my desk once more. These sample questions are a tough enemy right now, but the stronger the enemy, the more a true fighter welcomes the challenge. Once I become a police officer, I'll bust up bad guys at crime scenes one after another.
Master, I need to be on the streets, not behind a TV. Ah!
Akihiko-san, a government official with the police, will be my strict but kind boss. Oh, and I bet if a case comes up, our ace detective Naoto-kun will help us out in the investigation. Yukun and the others will be amazed at how I take care of business. It's kind of embarrassing to think about that, though.
I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, you sure are, Chie. Sure are. Naoto. Sometime after the Golden Week incident, I was in the drawing room of a certain dummy company in Okina City. To the public, it's merely a small publishing company, but in truth, it's been rented out by public safety to serve as a base of operations for administrative police activities carried out in secret. Though at times I cooperate with them on investigations, I am still an ordinary high school student. And since I'm only an outsider from the police's perspective, it would cause too much of a stir for me to come in contact with public safety at regular police stations. This, in other words, is one of the few places I can be at ease. I've come here a number of times after that case, and grown acquainted with some of the part-time employees. Given my position, it may be dangerous to get too close to public safety, but the relationship is extremely useful as a source of information. The fact that it's a pipeline I established myself undoubtedly gave me greater confidence as well. Upon hearing the details of this case, the man from public safety is lost in thought for some time, but then he tells me with some chagrin that the secret inquiry into the Kirijo group is concluded.
What do you mean?
You probably believe that this investigation is about the potential dangers of the Kirijo group. But that's not the truth. It was ordered by top public safety officials who aren't keen on Mitsuru Kirijo's influence. They're trying to find fault with her to rein her in.
Then, were these top officials dissatisfied with my report?
Oh, your report was detailed and accurate, but that was too fair for their liking.
Are you asking me to report a distortion of the truth?
Don't glare like that. The officials used Kirijo's disappearance this time to order an investigation on the Shadow Operative's facility.
Yes, I know about that. I'd heard from my friends.
But these investigation results aren't what those at the top hoped for. If this continues, they may abandon rational judgment in their desperation.
In other words, you think they would begin to suspect me as taking sides with Kirijo?
Yes, but that's not what we hope to see happen. In all honesty, enabling their power struggle has no upside for our organization at all. We are very satisfied with your work. That's why it would be less than ideal if you lost favor with the top officials and became unhireable.
I understand. Though they're all part of public safety, you're saying the top officials and the on-site investigators have different views.
That's the nature of the beast. You have my permission to continue visiting this place from now on. So, I ask that you play along this once.
Permission to continue. So, you leave a thread for me to follow while telling me not to get too involved. A bit self-serving, wouldn't you say?
A harsh assessment. Both the inner truth and the outer veneer matter in society. That's how it is.
I was only joking. I thank you for your generous consideration.
I give a bow and leave the room. When I step outside the building, I see a clear blue sky spreading overhead. I take a seat on a bench that catches my eye. The afternoon sunlight, just now beginning to heat up, shines down on me. It's been a while since I've had times such as this with nothing pressing to occupy me. This case forced me to think about several things. First, shadow-related incidents are not limited to the Midnight Channel. Second, the Shadow Operatives, the only organization that can counter those threats, are in a politically unstable position. Finally, there may be more powerful remnants of Ergo research like Show somewhere.
There's further investigation.
Since I am both a detective and a Persona user, there should be truths that only I can unearth from my unique position. The scope of this investigation will be vast, and I may no longer be able to remain in Inaba. But no matter what kind of physical distance I put between myself and the friends I made here, our hearts will never be apart. Having made my resolution, all I must do is make the first move in my investigation.
It seems I'm about to be very busy.
Who we have left? Teddy, Yosuke, and you? And Rise.
All right, that must be the place.
New album, Mayonaka Life. Mayonaka means midnight. That's totally Rise. A few days after the incident during Golden Week, after coming to Okina City, I find what I'm looking for and start walking towards it. What am I looking for, you ask? The sign for a cram school. See, I've decided to go on to college after graduating from high school. I know I'm off to kind of a late start, but that's my fault for ignoring my guidance counseling results.
Thanks to this case, I feel like I'm finally prepared to face my future. It's like I finally made a breakthrough.
A breakthrough?
When I was chatting with you while reflecting on the case, he gave me this puzzled expression when I started talking about this stuff. I told him vaguely about how I couldn't muster up an interest in the future since we'd all be going our separate ways, because I'm having so much fun with my friends here and now. It came off a little unfocused because I tried to cram in everything I wanted to say at once, including how this isn't because I'm unhappy with the way things are.
I kept wondering if there was any way I could spend my time with everyone forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that that's just running from reality.
Everything in this world changes, and that's what makes it interesting. These bonds we have will keep changing too, but that doesn't worry me like it used to. No matter how far apart we may be, no matter how different the paths we take may be, I rely on everyone. And I want to be someone everyone else can rely on.
That's why, for now, I'm focused on finding a big project that won't bore me until I die. First, I'm gonna go to college and expand my horizons. I guess for how long I thought about it, it's a pretty standard path.
Oh, I think that's just like you, Yosuke. Isn't the long consideration really the important part?
That's what my partner said after listening to my endless spiel. You might be right, taking time to consider things must be important too. Yomanaido Bookstore, hey. And so, after picking up the application for the cram school and coming back home to Inaba, I'm now taking drastic measures at Yomanaido Bookstore. In front of me is a shelf of study aid books, and all around me are serious-looking guys I'm hesitant to talk to.
I have no idea which ones are any good.
Huh? What are you doing, Yosuke? The shelf with the nurses is over there.
The guys picking out study aid books immediately stare at me as Teddy's voice pierces the quiet of the store. Come on, give me a break. Why did I have to run into Teddy here?
Stay over here for today, thanks.
Oh, you're looking for camouflage. Something to hide your nurses with?
No breaks. Teddy proudly rushes over to the certain corner I always stop by. Feeling everyone's heated stares at me, I grab Teddy by his collar and make a dash out of the store. Damn it. Wonder if maybe Junes will get some study aid books in stock. Good on you, Yosuke. Good on you. Doing your best.
This part seems to be lacking a bit. It should be more showy, extravagant, all out. Hurrah! I feel like I'm on a roll.
I go on decorating with splendid watercolored signs which give the impression of a blue summer sky and shining star decorations too. Top of that, I made the mannequin sexy too to better fit the summery theme. As I'm nodding at my awesome display, huh? Yosuke's making a beeline right toward me. I bet he's surprised at my utterly perfect display skills.
Yosuke, what was that for?
Shut up! What about this is perfect to you? It looks like a midsummer swimsuit sale.
Oh, now that you mention it.
Oh, that's all you can say? Listen, this is supposed to be a section for elegant summer clothes for the early season. So why set up a swimsuit sale, huh? Stop changing things on your own.
Oh, but Sensei will come back once summer comes, right? My mind is already in full summer mode.
You're jumping the gun way too much. Don't drag our store into your shenanigans.
You say that, but aren't you curious too? Don't you want Yuki-chan, Chie-chan, Rise-chan, and Nao-chan to wear these new swimsuits as soon as possible?
Well, sure. But wait, we weren't talking about me.
Oh, I know. When Sensei comes back, let's invite Michan and her friends to the beach.
Mitsuru-san and her friends, huh? Oh, they're regular working folks. I mean, they're a special unit, so I don't think they could just...
Yosuke! The game will end if you give up. Just imagine what they'd all look like in swimsuits.
Here comes the red cheeks. Of course, there'll be Chie-chan and Yuki-chan, Nao-chan and Rise-chan. And on top of that, the beauties of the Shadow Operatives led by the glamorous Mit-chan in a grand gathering. Even I can't help but get excited at the thought. Oh, that look on Yosuke's face means I bet he's gonna get a nosebleed soon. Yosuke sure is easy to read.
Look, that doesn't change the fact that it's way too early for this. Hurry up and get the display how it's supposed to be.
No! I will staunchly protect my paradise!
Your weird paradise has no place in our store! If you don't hurry and fix this, I'm docking your pay!
This is tyranny! Utter totalitarianism!
Oh, man. Utter totalitarianism. Now it's Rise.
Well then, let's start from Act 3. Ready? Go!
Look, a white bird. Could it be the same one we saw together last summer?
Who cares about birds right now? If there's something you want to say, then say it.
Please don't be that way. I trusted in you. I believed in our promise that we'd come here on this day. So why did you bring her? I feel like an utter fool.
Rise-chan!
Inoue-san's voice echoes across the quiet rehearsal room. Jeez, I already told him that the rehearsal's a little behind schedule.
Inoue-san, we're still rehearsing here.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive me.
Inoue-san quickly apologizes and bows to everyone. I bow too, apologizing to the actor I'm rehearsing with, and the director for holding up the rehearsal.
Fujikawa, it's time. You're free to go. Everyone else, take it from the top of that scene.
Huh? But...
Go on or they'll yell at me. The promise was we'd do this without getting in the way of your other work. Though, I mean, your acting was great.
Thank you.
What do you mean, anything else?
Anything I should work on?
I just told you that your acting was great. You're rushing this too much. Well, I don't know. I guess you need to work on accepting your strengths and trying to build on them? Sure.
Accept my strengths?
That's right. Hey, I take back what I said. Everyone take a 30-minute breather.
That's a pretty easygoing director. At the director's orders, the tension in the rehearsal room lifts. I grab my towel and bag before hurrying over to where Inoue-san is and making himself scarce near the entrance.
So what do you need to talk about, Inoue-san?
Oh, right. The response to your TV appearance the other day was amazing. We keep getting tons of calls with more work for you. And that's why we'd really like to set up an actual schedule and put a huge media blitz behind your comeback.
No, I told you that's not what I want. I'm not even close to my peak performance yet.
Huh? But they're all really good deals, you know?
Nope. Don't you remember how we talked this over with the agency? I want to put my schoolwork first right now. Oh, can you bring the car to the front?
My persona grew a lot during Golden Week. Though that's because I had help from that Elizabeth lady. Once again, I couldn't express my true self on my own. I need more confidence and a firm footing, so I won't feel lost no matter what I come up against.
Rise-chan, where are we?
I have voice training after this. Come on, on, you're my manager. Get your act together.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Can you give me a ride? I want to hear about what kind of work came in.
Of course. I'll bring the car around, so wait at the entrance.
After seeing off Inoue-san, I jogged towards the parking lot and opened up my cell phone. The main wallpaper is a picture of everyone we took at the food court. To make my ideal self a reality, I'll surely have to keep facing up to my weakness. But I'll have help. As long as everyone believes in me, I can overcome these weaknesses as many times as it takes. From the entrance of the studio, I look up to the blue sky, that's a little closer to summer now, and wait for Inoue-san's car to take me to the next rehearsal. And she comes up with a great idea that we will examine later. All right, so that is the P4 story. And it kind of makes me wonder if we need the P3 story as well. We'll skip that for now. Because credits. All right, so we have... But it's only 94% complete. Interesting. All right. So what we're going to do... We're doing P4, yeah, I know. But it seems like there's more to this, but this kind of wraps up Persona 3, I would think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream for tonight. I'm going to look up what's going on with the P3 story and see if that's worth doing. And next time we will either come back and do episode P3 or we be dancing. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you join me next week for more fighting or some dancing. And I'll see you guys then.